Let's party! No shirt, no shoes, no ties.
Right. Learn it. Know it. Live it. Live it.
This guy's been stoned since the 3rd grade.
That was my skull! I'm so wasted!
This is U.S. history. See the globe right there.
Really?
Hey, you in my class? I am today.
Oh, those guys are back!
You think water's fast? You should see ice. It moves like it has a mind. Like it knows it killed the world once. It got a taste for murder. When the avalanche came, it took us a week to climb out. And somewhere, we lost hope. Now, I don't know exactly when we turned on each other. I just know that 7 of us survived the slide, and only 5 made it out. Now, we took an oath that I'm breaking now. Swore that we said it was the snow that killed the other 2. But it wasn't. Nature can be lethal, but it doesn't hold a candle to man. Now, you've seen how bad things can get and how quick they can get that way. Well, they can get a whole lot worse. So we're not going to fight anymore. We're going to pull together and we're going to find a way to get out of here. First, we're going to seal off this
Wait. I can tell you something very important about the man who sent you here.
How about that?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream that is random as fuck. What's going on, Caveman?
Not too much.
It's fun watching that a couple times, but yeah, hope everyone's doing well. It is Friday. I see there's so many live streams going on later today, so wasn't planning on going live, but I thought if I was, I better do it early so I don't step on any other toes, because there is a lot of good stuff coming up later. Plus, there's just a lot happening today, it seems like, in physical media, whether it's sales or announcements, all types of stuff. So I thought we'd bullshit, see what's up. Got a couple new things I can show off. Not sure if you do, Caveman, but we'll talk about a few things. The whole Best Buy deals that are going on, price guarantees if you bought stuff, getting some of your money back, all that good stuff. But got a few in the chat. I see a lot of comments. I know that intro's a little long, so we'll just kind of run through, see what we got here. Holy crap.
And Miss Caveman's driving on her way home, so she wanted me to tell her by hey.
Oh, hi, Miss Caveman. Awesome. We got Corey here. What's going on? Nice to see you.
Corey?
I think he's got a stream going on later today as well. I saw that just pop up, so definitely check that out as well. Caveman, I think you were doing a stream with Chris, but he did have his book club #1, I think, at the same time. That was a lot of fun. Definitely check out the replay. If you've seen the movie, they went into pretty good detail on it. So not sure what movie he's got lined up today, but maybe if he's still here, he can let us know. Unless you know, Caveman.
No, I don't know.
What up, Chris? Yo, read in chat, / the like. Yes, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, Chris. We got saying hey to Chris. We got Brad in the house. What's up, guys? How's it going,
Hey, Brad?
I think he'll probably be on Pops. They're doing top 5 best physical media releases of the year. I think that's 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. I'm sure that will be a lot of fun and probably long as fuck, but I'll probably be there for sure. Chris C. Yo, Brad, a.k.a. The Dealer. Yes, sir. Yes, he is. Everyone's saying hey to Brad. Hey, Corey. Yep. Calm the hell down. That is like Chris's catchphrase now. I love that. Every time Brad says something, whether it's like Spicoli or calm the hell down, it just immediately sticks with people. It's great.
Yeah.
We got Holland in the chat. Now the live stream's official. What's going on, Holland?
Hey, Holland.
Good to see you. Spicoli would be late. Hey, yeah, we were talking business, I guess, if you want to call it that. Shooting the shit. Good to see you, man. Saying hi to Holland. We had to wait for you. Yeah, exactly. I knew you weren't in the stream yet, so I needed you to get in there. He's on a beach somewhere with a cool buzz. That's right. That's right. Everyone's saying, hey. Nice intro. Corey, good show last night. Yeah, see, everyone's digging the movie club. That's already a big hit. So congratulations on that. And great idea, man. I mean, simple, but something I didn't really see anyone else doing. So it's awesome. Look at all those wrenches. I know. That was last live stream. I finally figured out how to do it and just gave everyone who was in the stream a wrench. So kind of got happy. Caveman, yeah, get in the chat so I could give you one if you want one.
All right.
Great intro. Hi, chat. What's up, Pugwall? Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Just late nights drinking, throwing stuff together, hoping that it's somewhat enjoyable and interesting. The movies in that clip were just a lot of clips from movies that I love. Not normally like the best movies, but I freaking love them. All great scenes. A little violent, but saying hey to Pugwa. Oh, Jesus, he ate him. Yeah, man, you never seen Deep Blue Sea? That might be a spoiler, but yeah, that's like the best scene of that movie. The CGI shark coming and eating Samuel Jackson. Saying hey to Holland. Hell yeah, Event Horizon. Yeah, that's the second or the third scene after Indiana Jones, yeah. Face scar. Yeah, Scarface. Great edit. I don't know. I tried. I hope it's okay editing. Where's Brad, the edit master? He can critique where I fucked up. But Yeah, I messed around with that for a long time, taking clips out, trying to make it seem better than it was. But yeah, let me know. The Patriot. Yeah, dude, is that not like one of the best scenes in The Patriot? Getting the cannonball to the head. Freaking loved it. How about that? Yeah, had to add Naked Gun in at the end. Who, if it's someone in the chat, I know Brad knows it, but who can name that last clip? That's the first person view. Let me know. Holy shit, awesome. Hey, everyone. Okay, so there you are, Caveman. Since we're down at the bottom, let me go into my stream here. I can get you a wrench. If I can freaking find it. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. Okay. Show chat. Got it. What's up? I see Cody just joined. What up, everyone? Don't forget to kick that spicy like button. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. You add as moderator. Boom. There you go. You got the wrench now? Good to see you, Cody. Thanks for stopping by. Dude, I don't know if you... Perfect. Yeah, I know Cody, not too long ago, he had a community post showing off his Tremors and Tremors 2 limited edition sets from Arrow, but he also had like the actual Graboid like toy or maybe it's like a bust on top of it. It was super sick. Hey, dude, what's up, man? Yes, sir. Lapkey. Yeah, I always forget that, man. You had Lapkey Vision or Lapkey Films. I forget, but yeah, I miss seeing the old thumbnail. Caveman saying hey to everybody. Cool. All right, so we're pretty much caught up. We got 6 people in here. Thanks for stopping by. If you do, please hit the like button. We're just gonna be shooting the shit here. Got some movies to show off. If you guys aren't aware, Best Buy has significantly lowered their prices on particularly 4K steelbooks today. I know those Disney 100th anniversary silver pieces of shit that everyone loves are down to $9.99. Me and Caveman bought a bunch for Cyber Monday. They were $16.99. And we got those price matched. So if you've bought any 4K steelbook from Best Buy in the last 2 months, I would be calling their chat or go into a store if you're close enough and get the price back, because a lot of these steelbooks are $10, $12 off the original cost. I know I got about $50, $70 back today. I think Caveman, what did you say, 100, 120?
140 about.
Yeah, the Scarface steelbook, Schindler's List steelbook, American Graffiti, Violent Night, just to name a few, all like Point Break is down. If you haven't picked up that steelbook, it's $26.99 now. So definitely think about picking those up. You can tell they are trying to get rid of everything now. I was a little sour because I thought their Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals weren't the best, but the deals they're having today pretty much trumpet everything they've had already this year. So,
and just so everybody knows, I posted in Instagram, I posted a bunch of images, screenshots of what the prices are, and I put the 1-800 number for Best Buy. Reed and I both tried to use chat at first to get the issue resolved, and chat was saying that, hey Tony,
what's up, Master of the 80s? Good to see you here, man.
So anyways, in chat they kept saying that it was out of stock, and since it was out of stock, that they weren't able to price match,
which is bullshit.
But we called the 800 number, and I think I did it first, and I told Reed, and then we were able to. We had to be on the phone for a little bit with them, but we were able to get it resolved really quickly that way, and there was no issues with them on whether or not the things were in stock. And if you do have that issue, just look for find in store, and hell, look up to 100 miles away from your place, and just tell them, hey, it's here, and I'll drive to get there, whatever.
Nah,
Uh,
I wouldn't even say that. I would say hang up and call again and get someone new, because
right,
it shouldn't matter if it's in stock or not. If you already have it, they should be able to price match it. When they
right,
say, "Oh, it's sold out, we can't price match," it's like, what does it being sold out have anything to do with that? I already have it.
right,
I don't need another copy of it.
right, right,
So I would just call back and try to get someone new. It definitely took me a little bit longer on the phone than it did with Caveman. I had a return and exchange that kind of gave them some fits, but I just started going through every order I had. Anything that was lower in price now on Best Buy, they basically matched it. So I probably got, like I said, 50, $70 back. It'll of course take 10 days to get back to me, but not a big deal. But
right.
that's cool that they're doing that. But it's clear that they're trying to just get rid of everything at this point. And I don't know how much money they're losing doing
Well,
this with all these price backs, but hey, if it's eliminating their stock, then great. I guess that's what they want, right? So
what was interesting was in the chat, when I was in the chat, it was almost like I was chatting with an AI or something, because I kept
oh,
repeating the same comments.
oh
And
yeah.
one of the things that I kept saying was, you know, when it comes back into stock, get back in touch with us. And I kept saying, you all are stopping physical media.
Yeah, no, I saw the same thing. They just have like their typical response that they already have pre-generated, and just kind of send it to you and hope that that answers everything for you. And if it doesn't, go in store and talk to someone. But yeah, I got that same vibe of like AI just, or like I said, someone from another country just doesn't understand English or what I'm trying to say. But yeah, for whatever reason, the online chat person could only price match 3 of my items. I had 6 on the one order itself, and all of them were lowered in price. But for whatever reason, they can only do 3. If you call the 800 numbers, shitty as that is, they were able to resolve it, like Caveman said, a lot quicker than the online chat. Or if you have a store really close to you, it might just be better to go in and talk to someone who speaks English as their first language. But yeah, the phone wasn't too bad. So. But yeah, steelbooks specifically are super cheap over there now. A lot of them $17.99, and then like he said, Point Break's a brand new steelbook, maybe one of the best steelbooks of the year. Is already down to $26.99. It was, I think, $34 just
Yeah, it
2
was
weeks ago.
$33.99, I think.
Yeah, so who do we got here? Corey, I grabbed the Iron Man 4K for that price. Don't care about the case. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was thinking about picking that up as well. I need to go back and return another steelbook that's damaged, which I'll probably show here in a second. But if they still have them, I will pick up Iron Man. That is one I don't have in the collection. And I'm with you. I could care less about the case, but for $10, I mean, that's going to be cheaper than the slipcover edition with no slipcover. So might as well get
Right.
it, I guess. So good call on that. Colin saying hey to Tony. Everyone saying hey to Tony. Master of the 80s. Best Buy is going to be putting in overtime with all. Dude, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the lady I talked to, she was like, after I did all the Disney ones, she's like, oh, that's going to be it, right? I'm like, nah, I got like 4 more orders for you. Like, hang in, buckle up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, there definitely will be. That's what I was going to say. I don't know how much money they're going to be losing, but it's got to be a lot. Saying, what's up,
Yeah, I don't
Tony?
if anybody
Saying,
else
hey,
saw Disconnected's comment on Instagram, because he copied and pasted like his chat with
Mhm.
with them, and in that discussion, somehow it was resolved that Best Buy was no longer going to stop selling physical media, which we both think that that's bullshit. But
Yeah, I mean, I can almost 100% guarantee the person I was chatting with was from India, and I'm guessing the same thing with you, and I'm
mhm,
guessing the same thing with Disconnected. I would not take anything they say in an AI chat box as Bible scripture, but who
right,
knows? maybe this will bite them so much in the ass they'll just have to keep selling it just to try to make their money back. I don't know.
Right. Well, I think my big thing is I think that they're really making a mistake as far as they're going to eliminate a lot of their foot traffic because
Well,
people that would go in there to buy movies or whatever might need say a mouse. Now I'd recommend getting the $20 mouse from Walmart, but
well now they can put more mouses in there, right? They can put more microwaves and appliances.
right. I forget who I was. Well, I think it was Jeffrey. Was John Doe Juggalo was saying after the stream that they're getting into physical exercising and stuff, and
Really?
that they want to put treadmills and stuff where they're and it's stuff that they sell online, but they want to have that stuff on the floor or whatever, and they make more, like probably make like $600 or whatever off a treadmill.
Oh yeah, a lot
$100.
more than a movie, right? Yeah, those tonal machines or
Yeah.
anything like that. I don't think they have Bowflex anymore, but yeah. I mean, it makes sense if they sell way more of those online, or they just make so much more money off of them. I guess it makes sense, but I mean, I'm like with people in the chat. I mean, fuck Best Buy, really. Like, I mean, I'm with you. Like, I would go into Best Buy and like to look at movies too, but like, you know, someone else is going to take over. We already know it's like Walmart now. It's just kind of the whole walk into a store and be able to browse for what you're looking for is just getting taken away. So it is what it
Right.
is, but it's still available online. And to Chris's point, yes, Groove is having a sale on Steelbooks. I didn't get through all 4 pages, I think it is, but I did look through some of them. I see a lot of Blu-rays. I've noticed a lot of anime is on sale recently, not just on Groove, but just throughout. So if you're
Right.
looking at some Blu-ray Steelbooks, I know Groove has some killer deals. A lot of stuff under $10, which are hard to pass up if you don't have them. So
Right.
definitely check them out.
And we can talk about this real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it. Wait, I want to say hi to Jeff. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you here, man. Appreciate you stopping by. What you got with Godzilla?
So, Godzilla here. Everybody knows they've seen from videos like Sue and Ken at Mid Level Media and all those when
Who?
they go to stores.
Who? Just kidding.
Well, anyways, so anyways, they show that it's like $60 on the shelf, and when you go and you actually go to the register and you go to ring it up, it rings up for $60. I did have some difficulty, but what I did was I just pulled up the Best Buy app on my phone, and you can do scan the barcode, and you scan the barcode on the back, and it takes you straight to the thing on Best Buy that shows that it's $29.99.
Okay, and that worked.
So
That must be like a screw up from the very beginning. I just don't see why that was ever listed for $60 in their system. They must have attached it to the SKU number and then just like, oh, it's $60.
So if you're wanting it like the standard slip, because they sent me the wrong one at first, the standard slip costs $25. So it's just for $5 more, you can get the Steelbook. And who knows, this might even get reduced, in the coming weeks or whatever.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of my orders, even going back into November, they're returnable until January 13th. I'm guessing that's
Right.
due to the holidays, because
Right.
a lot of people buy them for gifts, so it makes sense.
Right.
Well, let's see what else we got here. We got Corey saying hey to Jeff. Yo, Jeff, aka the Hatchet King. Best Buy, they are dead and buried. Yeah, they pretty much are, man. They really are. Saying hey to Juggalo. Ken, who? Yeah, exactly. Who? Just
So were you able to price match your Scarface Steelbook?
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. Like all those
Chris-
steelbooks, like the Scarface one, I pre-ordered those in early October. And I thought that would be way over the 30 or 60 days. I'm not a member, so I don't get the 60 days, but
Right.
no problem.
But
Yeah,
you should get through like November 1st or whatever because of the holiday buying or whatever.
exactly. So maybe that's what made it work. I'm gonna have to go through my orders again because there may be another one in there. But yeah, I was looking at everything like Blue Beetle. I don't think that one went down, and like Guns and Navarone or Black Hawk.
I can't even find Blue Beetle on there.
Yeah, it's sold out. I'm curious, like,
Right.
would they lower? I don't think they would lower a price on something sold out because
No,
then,
they do lower stuff that's sold out because a lot of them.
oh, that's right, the Mario.
For a while. Well, Mario is back in stock now, but a lot of them that are have been out of stock for a long time, they still get marked down.
Huh.
For whatever reason.
Saying hey to everyone. So I've never had access to a Best Buy. Says them getting it out doesn't affect me, but it's upsetting for those who it does. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not missing much. I like going into Best Buy and checking out movies, but man, compared to what they have online and to what they have in store, I mean, it's night and day. All the good stuff's always taken, at least from the store I go to. Like, unless you're there at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, and even then, there's no guarantee. They're always missing something. Like, I was just in there looking for that Young Gun Steelbook. They didn't have it. You ask someone, they're like, "Oh, if it's out there, go grab it." But they don't know what it is. It's like, I think I told Brad this weeks ago, I'm like, "Hey, yeah, I'm looking for this 4K movie." And they're like pointing me to the TV section. Like, no, I know what a 4K TV is, dumbass. I'm looking for a 4K movie.
Right.
Good riddance to him. Good luck. Good luck with your fitness equipment.
Yeah.
If
anybody runs across the Indiana Jones 5 steelbook in store, please hit me up on Instagram because
Dial of
I
Destiny.
wanted to get that for Miss Caveman.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. But
You're not missing anything.
We have the first.
Just kidding.
We have the first 4 on steelbook.
Yeah, no, I got you. You got to get that.
I've also got the wonky white
box
one.
set. Yeah, I got that. Oh, you got the wonky steelbook box set?
Yeah, the white one, the ones that are all white.
Yeah, I just got the standard box set. It's the same thing, but not the steelbooks. But I mean, it's still a piece of crap. But the steelbooks they re-released with the original artwork, those
are nice. I
had to get the original 3. I don't care for the 4th one and the 5th one. I hated, but I get it. Yeah, if you want to get them all like Pokemon, absolutely, got to find it. But it's like $40, isn't it? That Dial of Destiny.
$41.99.
Keep an eye out, see if they lower it, because
right. But I saw on some people's hunt videos where they actually have it.
Oh, really? Like it's out? Like, not that I was looking for it when I was there a couple of days ago, but they didn't have it either.
Right.
I mean, they had the spot for it, but there was nothing there. Chris says he pre-ordered the Scarface. Yeah, so if you pre-ordered it from Best Buy, which I'm guessing you had to because it was a Best Buy exclusive, definitely go into the store or call them, get your price match, get your $10 or $11 back. I think it was $27.99, and now it's $17.99. So,
right.
$10. Jeff, I live pretty close to a Best Buy, but I've not gone into one since the remote model. Dang, really? Man, if I had one super close by, I'd be in there all the time giving them shit. But it's not. Yeah, it's not close enough for me to just fuck with them. I'll order everything online, and I'll only go in if something's damaged. And then at that point, then I'll look to see what they have. But other than that, unless I'm picking up a big TV or something, like, yeah, I ain't going in there. There's no reason.
The nearest one's an hour away from me.
Damn. Yeah. Mine is like 35 minutes, which is far enough. I mean, that's if there's no traffic, which there's always traffic here. So that's just never happens. But yeah, I wouldn't even drive to Best Buy if it was that far, like, honestly. But you got to do what you got to do, right? When you live out in the country, when you live in a cave.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes you a half hour to get to your mailbox, right? So what's another half hour to Best Buy?
Yeah. Actually, it does take us about 20 minutes to get to the PO box because our road to our house is considered impassable. So,
Impassable.
yeah, according to the mail drivers, they get to pick and choose what roads they go down, and they've chosen not to go down our road.
Is it not maintained by the county or the city or whatever?
It's maintained, but it's a gravel road, and where our house is, it's not that bad, but it goes down and makes like a 90-degree bend, and then it goes into like a creek bed that normally is dry, but whenever it rains, it gets a bunch of stuff in there. We had a truck come because we foster retired racehorses, and we had a racehorse that we were keeping here that we got from Lexington, Kentucky, and we were keeping it here for a friend that lived in Alabama or whatever, and so they had to send like a horse hauler to come here, and we told them specifically which way to come, and they didn't pay any attention to our instructions. Those guys stuck in that 9-degree bend for it was at least 3 hours, and there was 3 different tow trucks, heavy duty tow trucks that were there that were trying to pull the cab, or not the cab, but the trailer sideways to get it out. And God, I still have a video on my phone of it, but
That sounds like a shit show.
yeah. And but the guy was like, "Well, we have a trucker GPS that's special, and we have to go by that." And it's like, "Look, we told you about this, and you chose not to listen to us."
Yeah, I don't have those kind of problems. Some of my friends in this same town have similar kind of things. Not as crazy as you, but yeah, the person's always like, "Well, I followed Google Maps." Like, yeah, don't do that.
Right.
They'll lead you right to a dead end where there's a gate locked. Like, you ain't getting through it.
Right.
That shit's all off. What's going on, Brian? Good to see you here, man.
Hey, Brian.
Thanks for stopping by. I'm sure you're on the pop stream later tonight too. Maybe, maybe not. I know there's a ton of guests. I didn't look at the lineup or if he even listed it, but I'm sure I'll see you later tonight. Excited to see your guys' top 5 physical releases of the year. Probably a bunch I haven't even seen or known about, but thanks for stopping by, dude. We got Corey saying hey to Brian, Holland saying hey, Chris saying hey. Brian, Groove always has a sale. That site is built on sales. I buy from their eBay store since they have coupons on there always. Interesting. I didn't know they had an eBay page, but I mean, that makes sense. A lot of companies do. I guess I should check that before checking their actual site if they have better deals there. Interesting. Cool. I have to check that out. Do you know about that?
No, I didn't.
Brian knows all the deals.
Brian knows all the deals.
Yeah, he does. Absolutely. Same prices as the site too. Okay. But sometimes you get coupons as well.
Coupon. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very cool.
But
yeah,
you can always use don't they have the 20% off coupon that you can just put on a different email?
Yeah, you can do that. You just got to create one or just throw in it. Yeah, I've done that a few. Yeah, and I think like you can use the same email like twice or 3 times. It's something ridiculous. Once you get to a certain point, then they're like, "Oh yeah, this one's already in our system." It's like, okay, well, I did like 4 other orders that you didn't care about. Like now you care.
Right.
Like, okay, now we'll put in this email.
Right.
True, my Best Buy right in the same place as a Barnes and Noble. Okay, yeah, Barnes and Noble. They have some, for me, just way too high of prices. Obviously, they have a huge Criterion collection, and they're really kind of getting into the Arrow stuff. And then any kind of just generic releases they have are always just outrageously high. But I mean, if they price match anything online, then I guess it's worth it. But I don't know if Barnes and Noble does. But I do know, they have the 50% off Arrow, 50% off Criterion. If you're into those things, at least, something to check in. I know there's some Criterions and Arrow releases at Best Buy, but it's hit and miss for sure. Very minimal, 1 or 2 titles at most. Jeff saying my closest Best Buy is about 15 minutes longer to Orbit, so I always drive right past. Yeah, well, dude, if you have an Orbit, fuck yeah, must be nice, man. Must be nice. Yeah, that's cool. I would do the same thing.
Now, the a little teaser. He's got a video that he's in the process of editing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Of his last trip that he went up there this past week.
Nice. They're in North Carolina or somewhere on the East Coast. I'm not sure.
Asheville, I think, North Carolina.
Okay. Nice. I wish we had something like that over here.
Yeah.
I need to get out more. I'm right there with you, man. No, Chris, you need to calm down. There's that Brad saying, just goes everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Just sticks. I love y'all. Yeah, with Barnes & Noble, you have to wait for sales and go, yeah. It'd be cool if they price match. If they price match Amazon or any other deal that you could find, like, I'd probably go in there more. But last time I went into Barnes & Noble, which was probably over a year ago, I didn't buy any Criterion this year. I mean, they were taking their Criterions out. Like, it was down to like two shelves of things. Like, it used to be this whole room, and now it's like down to 2 shelves. Like, clearly they were getting rid of it. I'm like, what are you guys putting in here? And it seemed like they were putting in vinyl, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. They're selling vinyl now, but that's a big thing.
They're selling vinyl, but I don't know if it's in the same section. One thing I noticed is that they've got a lot of DVDs and a lot of British TV series.
Okay.
Like the one that I have, that's an hour away, and it's also like 5 minutes away from Best Buy. But they also had like pop toys and little action figure statue things and crap like that in the same
section.
Yeah, because you got to go through like the alarm gates, you know.
Don't you love that?
Yeah.
Don't they have one at the door too? You have to go through the one at the door, and then you go through another set in there, because if you pull them out, you have to order them and buy them at this register here. You can't go.
Right, but that register is never open. So like, I guess at least at mine, you still walk past, and the alarm doesn't go off. But that just doesn't make much sense.
And I could be wrong, but like I said, it's been a long time since I've been there. But don't they, like, their box sets, they wrap them in that security thing? It's got like a security circle, and then it's got like, yeah, like I wouldn't touch that. Are you kidding me? Once they take that thing off.
Mine doesn't, but I do know that there are others that are in not great areas that do that.
Yeah. Well, you got anything new in you want to show off that you haven't shown off yet? I know I have a few from Kino, a couple from my Best Buy trip.
I got stuff that I've already shown off that I can kind of go through, and talk about sales and stuff, because like I got this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How much was that? On Amazon, and it was like for $80, and that's the cheapest that I've ever seen it. Because normally when they do sales, it regularly priced was like $135, and then whenever they did sales before, the lowest price it would go down to was like $106 or $103, and it went down to $80 on Amazon. So I went and picked it up, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies in here, so it works out to $10 a thing.
Dang! So I was gonna ask. I thought it was like a 5 or 6 movie thing, but it's obviously got Bumblebee in there, right?
Right.
So is that the last one it has in there?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not totally familiar with it, but it doesn't have the new one, obviously.
No, the new one is here.
That's a nice steelbook, and I don't know if you've seen that movie, but I enjoyed. I'm not a big Transformers person, but it was all right. It wasn't the worst one, that's for
Right.
sure.
No,
I like the original, maybe just because I saw it in theaters when it came out, but I did like the original a lot. Dang, so $80 ain't bad. I mean, if you're getting 8 movies and it's 8 steelbooks, right? So
yeah. I might have the number wrong with it. It's like it's either
it's 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Could be.
And then when I did that order, I also threw this in the cart. It was $20. It's just shop.
I've never seen that. Did you show that off in Chris's stream the other night? I think you did. Maybe not, but I remember you showing that off somewhere. I just don't think I've ever seen that movie. I'm not familiar with it. What's it called? Cool World or something?
Yeah, Cool World. It's like animated with live action.
And then Brad Pitt's in it?
Yes.
What?
And this is before Roger Rabbit.
Okay. So this is the movie they stole the idea from? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's kind of the same thing though. It's got live action with animation in it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Did not know that.
And then I got this stuff from I got this at Walmart.
Nice. See,
Now, if anybody's got the My Movies app to catalog your movies, they will not accept that barcode. I argued back and forth with them like through 10 emails they kept saying, well, take the sticker off and look at the barcode that's underneath it. I'm like, there is no barcode underneath it. This is it. And I even sent them the link to the Walmart website where it shows it, and they said that you have to go through and you have to add it on your own and have to add like 12 zeros or whatever for barcode in order to add it, and then you can't even and then nobody else can even usually when you add something, you'll take a picture of it and you'll take a picture of the back with the barcode, they'll submit it, then they'll load it. Then once they load it, you or anybody in the chat that has that app can go through and they can find it, right? If you do the 12-0 thing, it's just going to be just for you, and you're not going to find it.
Oh man!
So, but there is standard. There is actually a standard Blu-ray release of this. So if you did a search for the title, that's what comes up. But
interesting. So have you? I'm guessing you haven't seen it then. I see it's still unwrapped.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet. I left it wrapped because I was trying to. I'm out. I think Miss Caveman wants to watch it too. So, but I was going to. I was trying to leave it wrapped until I could try to get something resolved with them, but all they did was.
Do you have the Arrow release of RoboCop?
Yes, I've got the steelbook release.
Nice. Yeah, I know this documentary. I know it came out recently, but is it a new documentary? Like, is it brand new?
No, from the standard release that I've seen, I think it's been out for a while. I think it's just being re-released in
okay, just as a steelbook. Yeah, I was just saying it'd be nice if that was included in the Arrow limited set. I don't think it is. Maybe it is, but I doubt it.
I went
think so. Through a lot of that stuff. I don't think it was in there.
And then when I was there, I picked up this one.
Nice. I've heard of it, Adrian Brody, but don't know anything about it.
The only thing I know is that he's got like a sword or something there. I don't know, or like a billy bat or whatever. But I don't think he's. I've been buying a lot of movies with Sherlock's in it, so I don't think he's a Sherlock. And then when I got the Godzilla steelbook, I also picked this one up from Best Buy.
Nice.
Just another Nicolas Cage.
Is that a Blu-ray? Or is that 4K?
I think it's just the Blu-ray.
Nice. Yeah, that's another one I haven't seen. There's just like a whole little spot of Nick
I
Cage's
don't know if you can.
I haven't seen. Okay.
Does that
Or
say
this-
Ultra? Does that say Ultra 4K next
It
to
does
the Blu-ray?
say Ultra HD. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Right next to the Blu-ray logo. You got that at Walmart? Or you said you got that at Best Buy?
I got this at Best Buy with. This was like only $22.
Have you and you haven't
Uh,
seen that one either?
No,
Okay.
Nicolas Cage. I just enjoy him sometimes.
Sometimes.
The one movie that Roy love of his that I wish it would get a decent release is Kiss of Death.
Okay. Another one I haven't seen. You
That one,
recommend?
it's got David Caruso in it, and it's got Samuel L. Jackson, and it's also got Helen Hunt is in it as well, and
Okay.
Nicolas Cage plays like he's like a big muscle bound. He's really like ripped in that movie, and he plays like the son of like a major mobster or whatever. And so then David Caruso, he gets pinched, and it's also got Michael Rappaport in it as
Okay.
well.
Nice.
So he gets pinched on a car job, and Samuel L. Jackson gets his eye injured during that same sequence of events. So he ends up going to jail and doing time. He's told that his wife and stuff is going to be taken care of, and that they'll get a job for her and all this crap. And then just a bunch of crap goes wrong, and the Michael Rappaport character is like telling him like, look, I gave her a job and I'm giving her money and all this stuff, but he's not doing none of that. So yeah, so then it's basically like David Caruso gets out of jail, and he goes after the people that wronged his wife.
Okay.
I don't give too much away other than that. I don't think it's streaming anywhere.
That sounds, I'm just guessing, but late 80s, early 90s?
Yes.
Okay. Just a random guess. You got anything else?
Well, if you want to show some stuff off, you can come back to me and I can show some more stuff off.
Yeah, sure. This isn't new, but I want to show this off. Just this is why I could care less about Best Buy. This is kind of what you get when you order steelbooks. I'll have to say, I buy a lot of steelbooks from Best Buy, and for the most part, they're not damaged. But this one has got to be the worst damage I have ever gotten from Best Buy. And you wouldn't know it from just looking at the cover here. Let's see if I can, how do I do that?
Make you big. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you look at the front here, it's actually freaking spotless. There's no dents on here at all.
And then also remember the J card is on the back too.
Yeah. So this is how it looks. Obviously, it's wrapped. It looks perfect. There's no damage on the side, and it's wrapped in plastic. So you take the J card off and the plastic off, and take a look at the back, and you will see two straight lines of dents on each side. The light is really kind of messing up, but yeah, this looks like it got shot with a BB gun, like in a straight line on both sides. And when you open it up, you got a beautiful two-piece set.
Two-parter. Yeah,
Yep.
two-parter.
I actually did
that's an exclusive edition.
Yeah, I have the best one apparently. Yeah. Anyway, this is just terrible. I've had the that's the movie.
Yeah, it was 95.
Okay, Kiss of Death. I'll have to check it out. I've had two-piece steelbooks before, but never have I had like this amount of dents on each freaking side. Camera doesn't do it justice, but either way, It was
It's like on
thoroughly
the
thoroughly.
spine.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, when it's wrapped in plastic, this is pushed down so you can't tell anything. Anyway, that was a complete disaster. I'm really mad I didn't open that before I traded in. If you watched the live stream on Chris's channel last week, I showed off the Coco one that had a dent in it, and I returned that. But I didn't open up any other Disney stuff, and lo and behold, that one is just destroyed. I already showed this off as well, but I'll just show it again. Tremors 2 Aftershock, the limited edition from Arrow. Just another awesome big box set from them. Do you need this release? Probably not unless you're a huge fan, but it's got all the goodies in it as you'd expect. The booklet, the posters, all the special features you could ever want on it. It's a fun movie, 90s cheese, but, you know, only, I guess, for the big super fans. I'm not really into any of the other Tremors. That's pretty much where I stop. It's the first one, and then the second one is just some good
Kiss
old
of
fun.
Death is on YouTube.
Okay, nice. So I did show that off. I picked up Toy Story, the Steelbook, and I already had 3 and 4, so I did pick up Toy Story 2. I think it was like $8 at Walmart. I pre-ordered the Silent Night Steelbook, and to get the free shipping, I needed to add a couple of bucks, so I just threw this in here. It's all right. I like the first 3 Toy Stories. The 4th one is but just might as well finish the collection. Didn't make sense to have the first one, 3rd, and the 4th. So I got that. Some actual cool releases I got. These were ones I picked up at Best Buy when I actually returned. I did just do a video on these, but this is the Scream Factory Tales from the Dark Side. It's an anthology horror that I had never seen. It's got some big names in it. Steve Buscemi, Christian Slater, Julianne Moore's in this. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. First time watch. A lot of good special features on that as well. If you're a Scream Factory person, you probably like it. And the slipcover, I hate these plastic bags with the light, but it looks really nice. Also, when I was at Best Buy, I did pick up the MVD rewinds. These were $23.99. This is Swamp Thing. It is number 1 on the spine there. This was a fun first time watch. I didn't know what I was getting to. I knew it was kind of cheesy, but this was fun. It's got some humor in it. Obviously, Adrian Barbeau's in it. Everyone talks about that. But he does look really, I don't know, the suit that he's in just looks, I don't know, maybe it just looks super fake because it's 4K. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of scenes of the swamp in this, as you can imagine, with the movie called Swamp Thing. And those all look really, really good. So I thought they did a pretty good job of the restoration on this. But again, you know, this is a first time watch, so I have nothing to compare it to. So this was another first time watch. This was a lot of fun. I watched it twice. I don't know if you ever seen Ghoulies.
I got for Miss Caveman. I got all 4 movies in a box set, Blu-ray, at a pawn shop for like $8.
Yeah. Okay. Have you seen them?
No, that I don't do.
You got to let me know how the other ones are. This first one was interesting. I didn't know what I watched the first time, but I watched it again. I got a lot more out of it. I was doing some work in the garage, so I wasn't watching it intently. But it is a very short, quick watch. I had just watched Gremlins like not even that long ago, so I thought maybe it was going to be similar to Gremlins. I guess it is, but it isn't. It doesn't have those trippy songs in it. It's just bizarre. But
I will tell you one piece of trivia that I do know about that.
What do you know?
Is that the creature that's on the cover of that movie?
That's one of the ghoulies, yeah, that he summons, yeah.
But originally, it was either on that cover or one of the covers. They had a creature that they drew up that wasn't in the movie, and they had to go back and add it.
Well, maybe this is it, but I mean, I'm not a ghoulies expert, but they all don't look the same, and they're not all green. They're all kind of different. So there is that aspect, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's.
But there was 4 movies, so I'm not sure which movie has the one that was made up. But clearly, the person that was doing the artwork, well, they didn't have AI back then to do it, but
no,
but but they were given some information and they, you know, kind of went about it all wrong.
And he's saying, actually, it's after Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I believe. He's talking about Cool
Is it?
World. Damn. Someone
I thought-
stole something from someone.
Yeah.
That shout is still pricey, but he got it at a good price. Okay. Yeah, you were saying it was a shout title. What's going on, Dell? What's up, brother? Thanks for
Hey, Del.
joining. Appreciate it, man. Nice to see you in here. Everyone's saying hi to Dell. Hey, Dell. Hey, Dell. Look like bullet holes. Dude, straight up. It's straight up like they just like threw it up on the back, shot it with the BB gun in a straight line.
That's what I was thinking.
Just,
But it's a pretty good BB gun to be able to shoot a straight line like that.
not only that, but not damage the J card that was on.
Right.
I'm like,
it clearly had to be damaged. It clearly had to be damaged before. That must have been something like on a conveyor belt or something like that that caused the damage.
it got stuck in like a grinding gear that just put holes in it as it spun.
Right. Or maybe there was like a backup and the wheels were spinning underneath there, some crap like that.
I don't know. But as soon as they put that J card and wrapped it in plastic, they're like, hey, this looks great. I thought this one was in the grinder. Yeah, it looks fine. It's like my damn Sisu steal from BB with the ward back of the side slip. I think everyone's is like that. I know mine's got a little bit of bubble or whatever on it. It irks me, but it is what it is. At least it's not like a fatty dent or something. But yeah, I think mine is like that too. I actually have my Sisu right here, just sitting next to me. And I had thought someone had told it's these little vents. I know someone told me, was it you, Caveman?
Yeah, I told you.
The vents are there for airflow or whatever, so you can push it in.
Because like Jeffrey, he does the same thing I do. We trim the like when we have slips, we'll trim the bottom of the plastic off. But we'll leave it open, but we'll leave it plastic over the whole thing. And so, like, if you're pulling this in, you'll see that the thing's sucking in.
Yeah.
So that's why those vents are there.
I got you. But to his point, like, I don't know if you can see it, but like it hangs down, like
right.
And
his is like melted or something.
Oh, Chris is even worse. I mean, I don't like
all
that
the way
it does
out.
that, but it is what it is. They're saying hey to everyone. Spicy. Hey, Sarah. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Sarah.
Saying what's up. Everyone saying hey to Dale. Chris saying hey to Sarah. Dale, I have the 4K Swamp Thing, but haven't seen that version. The 88 films Blu-ray looked pretty good, so can't wait to see what this one looks like. Yeah, let me know.
When we go on Groove later, I can show off what I got for my Groove order.
Okay. Yeah. I only have 288 films. I think it's Dragons Forever and like Super Cop 3, or maybe it's the first one. They look absolutely incredible. So I'm sure they do great work on their Blu-ray. So I don't know if there's going to be like a huge improvement, but maybe. It just depends. This is they don't advertise that it's Dolby Vision, so I don't know if that's on there, but it might look just similar. But yeah, let me know when you do get a chance to check that out. I know 88 Films does, like I said, really good work. So trying to catch up with the channels. I get you. Yeah, it's hard to do. I can't catch up. Everyone's got a stream. There's like 3 streams tonight. Try to catch what I can, but I appreciate you stopping by. I know it gets busy. Saying hey to Chris, saying hey to Dell. Never seen Swamp Thing. Yeah, I never seen it either. And I didn't even know until I watched it. I was like, oh, this is actually like, a DC film technically. It's based off the comic. And it's directed by Wes Craven, which was also eye-opening. But yeah, I recommend checking it out. If you can watch it for free, I would definitely do that before, going out and buying it. But maybe you'll love it. Maybe you won't. Me neither, Jeff, or it's been years since. Yeah. I think it came out like 82, 83. It's definitely early 80s. Might be wrong on that, but never seen or watched Swamp Thing. I don't own it. Ghoulies first time watch. Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was. I don't know why. I was obviously, it reminds me of Gremlins. I'm thinking like it's going to be something along the lines of Gremlins. It kind of is in a sense, but it isn't. It's definitely different. He doesn't buy these at like, in Chinatown from some guy for a Christmas present. That's for sure. He summons them via wizardry and whatnot.
And the movie came out in 1982.
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, and you can stream it on Freevee and Tubi. And
Oh,
Plex.
there you go. Nice.
And lots of times when they're available on those, they're also available on YouTube. So if you pay for YouTube, do not have to watch commercials, then sometimes you can find it there.
Okay. Another one I just picked up. I did do an unboxing of it if you want to check that out in more detail, but this is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I grew up in the 90s, so I've always been a fan of the originals with Corey Feldman. They don't age well, but they're just movies I grew up with. And I haven't seen any of the remakes. None of them stood out to me. But I can tell you, I went into this with zero expectation. I was expecting to hate this movie, and I was thoroughly surprised. Caveman, if you have not seen this, highly recommend.
I just ordered it.
Did you? The artwork alone is awesome, but also, I mean, it's funny. It's actually funny. There's so many different voice actors, actors doing voices in here. I said it on the video, but I mean, Ice Cube is the main villain as Superfly. He does a great job as Superfly. And then, of course, you have, Seth Rogen is in it. Paul Rudd is in it. Hannibal Buress. And the list kind of goes on. And that's not including the actual kids who do the Turtles. But like I said, the artwork, it kind of reminds you of some scenes from like Into the Spider-Verse. They kind of took one of those art styles. If you've seen those movies, they kind of just go from one different art style to another, and it's just insane. Right. This kind of sticks to one, but it is super awesome. It looks so good in 4K, and I had a blast rewatching it. Oh, Jackie Chan, of course, is the Rat. So Splinter, he does a great job with it. Yeah, I really like this. I would say this is like the best animated movie of the year, but it's definitely behind Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. There's no question about it, but this is still a solid movie. And if you're a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or even if you're not, I would recommend checking it out and let me know your thoughts. But this one thoroughly surprised me. All right. So I did just get some Kinos in. I just did make a video. I haven't posted it yet, but I wanted to show off just a couple that I got. Many of you guys know I kind of collect all the 4K.
Get this from Best Buy.
I've never seen it. Heard nothing but terrible things.
Yeah.
No interest. But let me know if you like it. I don't know if I'll ever check that out. Honestly, I really don't. But nice. That was a cheap one, right? Though that was like $10 less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it might have been like $8.99 or something like that.
All right. So these Kinos are all fairly newer, and I have pretty much all of them. So these were ones that I was just missing. Stalag 17. This is actually a Billy Wilder film. The other films in the collection that he did was The Apartment and then Some Like It Hot. This is a World War II movie. Other than that, I don't know much about it. Looks like they're POWs. It is in black and white, but I'm going to check that one out. Of course, this is the one everyone got. This maybe not everyone, but Monster Squad. This is
I'll wait for a sale for that one.
I wanted to do the same, but this is just one I feel like the slip cover is going to go on, and I just have to have the slip covers for Kino for whatever reason. And I know a lot of people were like bummed out with the price. I know it's a little more expensive than their normal price, but that's just because it is a 3-disc set.
Right.
You do have reversible cover art. This is the original. But yeah, you do get a full length hour and a half documentary on here. Wolfman's Got Nards is what it's called, but they actually do give you a flipper. If anyone has the Touch of Evil 4K, that was the other 3 disc set they had. They just stacked the discs, all 3 4Ks. Well, they had 2 on one side and 1 on the other. So it's nice to see them finally put a flipper in so that it's not like that. But Monster Squad, awesome movie. Had a blast with that last night. This is the new Clint Eastwood movie, Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. It's not new, but new for Kino. It's got Jeff Bridges in it. George Kennedy's in it. Gary Busey is in this. This was a fun movie. I've only seen the first half, but I had a lot of good time. And again, I don't know, they're starting to do reversible slip art now. But see if I can. You can see it's a little different, obviously, than the slipcover.
Yeah.
And the reversible doesn't even match the slipcover, so both sides are a little bit different. I don't know which one's the original or if they had 2 different posters. But you do get this one as well. So it's a cool little bank robbery movie that I'd never heard or seen. And the last one is another World War II. John Frankenheimer. Got Burt Lancaster, another one I haven't seen. It's World War II again. That's The Train. These were all part of the winter sale. I think these are $17.99.
Right.
This one has a reversible cover art as well. So I don't know if that's like a new theme for them, which is cool. I really dig that. And as you know, like I said, I have pretty much every 4K. This is the first one that has actually a little booklet in it. It's not much. Got a little essay in it. But yeah, literally the first time I've ever seen Kino do that. Not sure if that's going to be a trend or if it's just a one-off, but it's cool. I have to check it out when I watch the movie. But yeah, those are the Kinos that I got. And I have one more that literally just came in today. This was delayed from Best Buy. I would say it's a classic movie. It's a coming-of-age tale, one that I liked. Maybe my first rated R movie I've ever seen, Stand By Me. Got, what is it? Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Kiefer Sutherland. It's a Rob Reiner film. Not the biggest Rob Reiner fan, although he makes great movies. It's a nice looking steelbook. I don't know if this is out of stock or not. You let me know.
It just came back into stock on Best Buy's website.
This is a Sony steelbook, and this is the first one that I've gotten that doesn't come with the digital code. Not that that's a make or break for me, but just interesting that one didn't come with it.
Just so people know, I was looking for it, trying to find it, and I found it on Amazon. Amazon's asking $42 for it, and it's $29 if you can get it from Best Buy.
Interesting. Okay. Didn't know that. But you just picked it up?
No, it's on my Christmas list.
Okay. Hey, Christmas is right around the corner. Swamp Thing is evidence how ratings have changed. A couple of lengthy shots of boobs, but it's PG. Yeah, so I was expecting that because I put the international cut on. I thought the PG version didn't have that, so maybe I'm completely wrong. But I played the international cut, so I was expecting it. And I know everyone talks about Adrienne Barbeau, but there's actually a scene after that that shows even more titties with some other girls with Arcane's, bad guys. So I was like, oh, okay. Even more than I thought. So
Titties galore.
Yeah, but I watched the international cut. So if it's the exact same on the PG cut, then I don't understand what the difference in cuts are. Maybe it's 2 minutes somewhere else, but I had thought that's what was cut out. But again, I'm not 100% on that. Let me know, Del, if you do know. But it's interesting. But yeah, I know that the PG rating has changed. I mean, I think we've all seen Airplane. I mean, there's some boobs in that movie, and it's a PG movie. I mean, it's just real quick, but it's there. Just sub to you, Sarah. Awesome. Thanks. Del, Mutant Mayhem is awesome. Yeah, dude, I dug it. Like I said, I went into it with zero expectation. I had a blast with it. I mean, even Ice Cube, some of his lines are so funny. I'm not going to say them, but I feel like they're straight up. I don't know if they're his rap lyrics or they're straight up Biggie rap lyrics, but there's some where he's just straight up is like mimicking rap lyrics in older rap titles. And I just caught it. It was hilarious. She got the Blu-ray, Mutant Mayhem. Yeah, I'm sure it looks great on the Blu-ray as well. But yeah, definitely recommend for everyone to check it out. I missed out on Monster Squad, but FOMO was real. Hey, man, it's still available on Kino, so don't feel too bad. And like Caveman said, I'm sure on their next sale, whenever that is, January or February, it'll be back. It'll be on sale, so you can get it for under $30.
Yeah, next sale will be probably March for the spring sale.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're okay with not getting the slipcover, then might as well wait. For me, I have to have it. I have a problem, so I have to have that cardboard because there's just too many titles that I've spent way too much money on to get that cardboard. So for me, if there's a title I see, so like Kindergarten Cop, that's coming out in January. If you want that slipcover, like at least for me, I'm pre-ordering that. Like that is one that I could see going like this.
Right.
Like that's
Yeah,
a big
that one
title.
maybe. It's none
But
of
yeah.
Tuma.
Yeah.
Favorite line from that movie.
What up, Sean? Good to see you, man. What's up, everyone? I also picked up the Monster Squad after it dropped from 50. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I saw that as well. Amazon was listing it for $50. I don't know why they did that, but I'll admit the Kino price never changed. It was always $33.99. So I know some people don't buy from Kino directly, but because of the shipping and whatnot, you got to have a certain amount. But it never changed there. But I did see Amazon listed for 50, and I was like, what the hell are they doing? Like, they ran out of stock.
Their threshold though for free shipping though is only like $50. So, and you could probably get close to 10 titles if you went the cheaper route and just got the $5.
Well, so like I pre-ordered Monster Squad, and then I added I don't know, Stalag 17 or something. No, I just pre-ordered Monster Squad. I did. Sorry, I just pre-ordered it, but it wasn't the threshold. I was going to wait on the other titles for the sale, and so they charged me for the shipping. But then, literally the next day, they started the winter sale. So I canceled that order, and then did a new order with the Monster Squad and these 3 titles, and got each of these for $17.99 minus my Monster Squad. But I got the free shipping. Otherwise, the shipping itself for me from Kino is like $12-15, which
Right.
that price I'll just go through Amazon. But I noticed if you bought Monster Squad from Amazon, they were saying like delivery, at least for me, was like in January. I'm like, no, dude.
Right.
Why is it January? Usually they speed it up and they cut that in half, and it's not as bad as what it says, but I don't like seeing that. Good to see you, Sean. Let me know if you're doing a live stream later tonight too. Like I said, that's like everyone's doing live streams. I know Corey's doing a live stream here within the hour at 5, I believe. I know Pops has got a big live stream on his channel at 7:30, and I'm guessing you going live tonight too. It's a Friday, I would expect so, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Try to be at everyone's at some point.
Yeah, Sean's got, like, I saw on his page or whatever on YouTube that he's got like stuff scheduled out till June of next year.
Dude, I know. Like every time he posts something, I get a notification, and I'm seeing like he's showing like they're doing all the John Wick films in like June or July of next year. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. Like doing stuff in June, July. Like, man, I wish I was that methodical and planned out. But yeah, I don't plan anything. As you can see, just impromptu stream. I had trouble trying to figure out why it was so much money for the Monster Squad, and it's because of the Wolfman Scott Nards. Yeah, it's because of that 3-disc set. You probably didn't get it, but they came out with Touch of Evil, which is a really old black and white movie from H.G. Wells. But it's a 3-disc set, and they wanted like $35 or $40 for it when it came out, and kind of kept people away from it. But that's why, yeah, it's that 3rd disc. And that documentary is an hour and a half, and it's from 2018. So like I watched the first half of it last night, and it's really good if you're into the movie. So definitely check it out. But
on Hamilton Books, they've got the Killer's Kiss 4K on there for like really cheap. It's like right around $10 or something like that.
Well, so Killer's Kiss is like a 1-disc set, and the movie is like 55 minutes long, and it's black and white. I have Killer's Kiss. Yeah. But if you just compare the two, like as far as special features and what you're getting, you don't get much with Killer's Kiss. Not that it's a bad movie, but it's just not for everyone. That's a early Stanley Kubrick movie, right?
Yeah.
Saying sup to Chris. Everyone's saying hey to Sean. Yeah, PG doesn't exist anymore. Just PG-13, I think, and R and G now. Yeah, I mean that's what it seems like, right? It's either that and then unrated.
Yeah.
Got to get back to editing. Have a great night, everyone. Hey, you too, Sean. I'll see you tonight if you're streaming at some point for sure. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. PG version has them just shorter. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wonder is that the only thing that's shorter? Is just that scene? Is that the only difference? Everyone's saying you, Sean. Yeah, I just waited for sales. That's how I got to live and die in LA, dude. Have you checked that out? That is my Kino release of the year. Absolutely.
That's one I want to get.
That is the best looking 4K I have seen from Kino, maybe ever. I mean, that movie just looks freaking gorgeous. It's insane. I actually have it here in my pile. I was going to mention it, but might as well mention now since you brought it up. This is the best Kino release of the year on 4K, in my opinion. Just the movie is really good. It's not my favorite movie, but the transfer is just immaculate. Can't believe what they did with that movie. No live stream for me tonight. Dang, so I'm just an idiot. You must have posted something, and maybe it's for another day. I didn't look at the date, so I apologize. I had thought you were doing another one tonight. I'm like, dang, he's going back to back just every day. Maybe it's next week. But I did see you post that you had it scheduled at least. So I'm not totally insane, right?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit with that cardboard FOMO.
Yeah.
It's the 19th. See, yeah, I don't look at numbers. Come on now. They'll blend in. But thank you for correcting me. I don't want to have everyone going over to Corey's like, hey, Reed said that you were having a stream tonight. Like, he doesn't know what the F he's talking about. Yep.
Knocking on his door.
Yep. Yep, the 19th. All right, thanks for confirming. I'm an idiot. It's been said. Miss Caveman's here. Evening, gang. Finally home. Thank you for joining us. Always good getting back home. Man, and I was going to say, and David's got a stream tonight, right? He's always got his Spirit with Spirits at 6.
Yeah.
So if Corey's not streaming at 5, I'm sure someone else is. But packed night of streams. Saying hey to Miss Caveman. All right, so that is the end of the comments. I got through everything that I recently showed off. I really just have some titles that I picked out that I thought were, awesome ones that I liked from boutique labels. Maybe they're best of the year, in my opinion. But if you have anything else you want to show off before we get into that, let me know.
Well, I just had like I don't know if you're going to bring up the groove.
Oh,
how
much did you get that for?
It was $12.
Yeah, I got that, and I did not pay $12 for it. I pre-ordered that, and I don't know if you saw, but they are advertising the pre-order for season 7 Steelbook right now. It's $33, and now I'm like, I'm not pre-ordering that. I'm gonna wait for it to be $12 so I don't be that guy. But
show this real quick. But this is a gift for who.
Oh, that's I not recently, but I just saw that movie for the first time this year. I got it on Blu-ray as well, not the Steelbook, but
right.
Just that
great. Was like $8 or whatever on Groove.
Nice.
And I've got the 4K, so I'll take the DVD out and put the 4K in there. And
is that the one with Doctor Strange as the voice?
No, this has this has, I don't know if it says. No, it doesn't say on there.
I don't think. Yeah, I didn't say the name, but I had thought that one was Cumberbatch or
No,
whatever. But
I didn't think Cumberbatch was Doctor.
he did one of them. I don't know which one it was, but do you have? Sorry to go back. Oh, you picked up War World. That was all right.
Yeah.
I really liked the beginning of that. It got really weird and crazy, but I like the whole Western aspect in the beginning of that.
If you watch the Justice League TV show, it had a couple episodes that went back to back that were dealt with Westerns.
Okay.
And to me, that was very reminiscent of that. And then, of course, I got the Duel.
Great movie. Do you going back to the Rick and Morty? Do you have seasons 4, 5, and 6 on Steelbook as well, or just
no? I just have season 4 on Steelbook. I don't have. I'm missing 3 and 5.
So you have this one. This is season
4. Yeah, I have 4.
And then season 5.
Yeah, and what's kind of depressing is that they have a box set. I think that either has the first 4 and Blu-ray for it's like $20 or something like that for the first 4 seasons.
But I got my brother season 1 and 2 just the standard Blu-ray. I don't think these later seasons have it, but the first 2 seasons actually have commentary by Justin and Dan, and they are like, if you watch Rick and Morty, you know how hilarious and ridiculous it is. The commentaries on those first 2 seasons might be even funnier than the actual episodes, if that's even possible. They are so hammered. It's so funny. Like, they start each commentary like, which take is this? Is this our 6th take at doing this? Yeah, because you're too drunk. It's hilarious. Like, if you're into it, I would definitely check those out.
It sounds to me, just knowing who they are, it sounds like to me it would be like Mystery Science Theater kind of commentary.
Yeah, it's just their style, you know. I had a blast listening to it. But to your point, I looked for that season 3 steelbook. You can get it, but it's, you know, lots of money. It's over $100 or something. Very limited. And then I don't think they ever did a steelbook for 1 or 2. And
right.
It's just kind of weird that they did that like that. But
I wonder if since they did season 3 that way, I wonder if they just did a limited run.
Yeah, I don't know, or because it's been out for so long, I don't know. But I saw season 4, I think, was part of that Groove sale as well.
Yeah,
it was still $12.99, so it's like they haven't run out of that. But I don't know about season 5 if that one's hard to find now or not. But I did get that a long time ago.
Season 5 is not on. It's the steelbook is not on that. Not on the site.
Damn. Rick and Morty is a fun dude. It's a blast. I like the earlier seasons better, but even the newer seasons, they still have charm, and they're still Rick and Morty. So I can't complain. I have yet to see any of season 7. I think they just ended it, or it's still in the process. But I don't know if this is the last season or not. There was all this controversy and news. They kicked Justin off the team because of stuff he was doing. So, and I know it all got pushed to the side. So I don't know what the future is for them. I know they were scheduled to go on for like 3 or 4 more seasons. They signed a huge contract with Adult Swim. But, I mean, if Justin's not there, I mean, he does like all the voices. Like, you can't do Rick and Morty without Justin. So I'm curious to see what happens with that. But if people are still buying it and watching it, I don't see how they could, you know, just turn it off or, you know, get rid of it. But you take Justin off there, and I mean, you don't have the show, in my opinion. I mean, he is the show. So we'll see. But yeah, it is a great time. You never seen Rick and Morty just batshit crazy over your head. Yeah, good stuff. I love Rick and Morty, and that season is great. Yeah, there's some great episodes from every season. But that first and second season are just all-time classics for me. I watch them all the time, over and over again, honestly. Those early seasons of Rick and Morty are gold. Yeah, they are. They really are. Every episode knocks it out of the park. The music they use, they always have the right music at the right time. And some of those first early, I mean, even some of the newer ones, they're so depressing how they end. Just craziness. Go too far into it. Maybe that's what we should do is a Rick and Morty stream at some point. But
Yeah.
yeah, those episodes are just insane. They go to, just so much happens in one episode. It's hard to comprehend at times. Just Morty's killing Morty's. That's a line from Colors too, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Just Morty's killing Morty's. Yeah. That's the one where they're like in the future and Morty's, he's like the cop, or I have that reversed, but yeah, no, there's a lot of great episodes. Need to watch them again. It's a tale of two brothers. Yep. More quotes from Rick and Morty. So many good ones. I actually want to get some of those scenes and just use them as clips for streams in the future at some point. Hi, Corey, saying hi. It's all new voices for season 7. I've not watched it though, but they literally did a whole season. Wow. I had thought for some reason season 7 was going to be the last season with Justin, and it was all already pre-recorded. So all new voices. Yeah, see, and that's another reason, like, I'll check it out, but I just can't see how people doing Rick and Morty and their voices being different. I just don't see how that can change unless they just AI'd it and they're
Right.
like clones of them and they don't even need them anymore. I don't know. Maybe they've gotten
Right.
that good, but yeah, Reed Baker Street. Okay. Yeah. Well, damn. I don't know. I'll have to check out one episode of season 7 to see what I think, but I don't like the sound of that already.
Right. I think I started watching it. I think I'm only up to like season 2.
Oh, really? Oh, man, you're in for a treat, man. You're in
I
for
got.
a wild
I
good
watched
time.
the one. I watched the one where they went to like the boob planet or something. It was like all the.
There's one in season 2. Have you seen the movie The Purge?
Is that the one where they kind of like have a field day or a free day to commit crime or whatever?
Yeah, and you'll see in one of the episodes in season 2, they go to a planet where that's going on. It's pretty freaking crazy. But you remember there's one in season 1 where it ends where they're literally dragging their dead bodies and burying them in the backyard, and that's pretty much how it ends. That's
Oh,
one of my favorite episodes. It's a trip.
yeah. There's. I just remember one. There was one where they went. They were going to. It might not have been boob world or whatever, but I just remember it was like a bunch of slutty women or whatever, and
Yeah, there's a couple of like that. They also do one called Intergalactic Cable, where it's just really them watching intergalactic cable, and it's just going from one crazy commercial from one planet to another, and
yeah,
it's absolutely hilarious. And I think there's 2 or 3 of those that they did, but good stuff. Just comedic
that'd be
genius.
very RoboCop-esque.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to wait for the new season to come to Max. It's actually new actual voice actors. Damn. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Like I said, I'm with you. As soon as it comes to streaming or something, I'll check out an episode. And if I'm gone after the first one, oh well. At least I have the first 6 seasons to enjoy. But that sucks. That really sucks. I know I don't know the whole backstory of what he did, but I know he was accused of something and he was going to court because he was accused. But then I saw literally 6 months later, they threw all of the charges against him out the window, but they had already fired him from Rick and Morty. So it's like,
Well,
man, that sucks.
from what I understand from Chris, because I was asking him about it, because it kind of came up in a stream we talked about backstage, and
Okay.
he pretty much said that once he was fired, he just decided that he didn't want to go back.
Yeah, probably not because a lot of I'm not 100%, but I think a lot of his accusers were staffers and people who worked on the show and were just so irate about the way he treated people and how he communicated to them. Like he wouldn't even walk into a room to critique someone. He would take an RC car with like a phone on it and drive it in there and just like start talking shit. like on the phone on the RC car. I just heard all types of crazy stuff the way he was acting.
Right.
But well, he made his millions of dollars, I guess, and he can retire now and do whatever he wants. But yeah, that sucks for all of us fans. It really does. Because that show could really go on for a long time, like South Park or Family Guy, any of those.
Or Simpsons.
And that's the thing, like Simpsons and Family Guy, it's kind of like a rinse and repeat kind of thing. Like they kind of do the same thing now over and over. But whereas like Rick and Morty, yeah, it's kind of the same thing, but it's just on a whole nother level. You know, because they're going.
I mean, 30 years ago, whenever it was, when The Simpsons first came out, I was like a huge fan of them. And I just, would binge every episode I could, watch or whatever, look forward to it coming on, Sunday nights or whatever. But it's just gotten to that point where it's just kind of like regurgitation.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's why I like South Park. I know a lot of people fall off from South Park because of the new ones, but they literally every episode is about current events. So like it could never, I mean, it'll end when they want it to end because they can just keep going because they just make fun of whatever's happening at the time.
Right.
So even the newer seasons I love, yeah, they're not as good as some of the older stuff, but it's still South Park. It's still them. It's still them doing all the voices. I don't know how many people have tried to sue South Park. None of them win. It's so great. I love it. And I hope they just keep making fun of people because it's freaking great. Like,
right.
And they don't pick and choose who they make fun of. They make fun of everyone. Like,
right.
No one is left out. That's the best part about South Park.
I pick up the 5-season box set Blu-rays or whatever. That's how I've been picking them up.
Oh, nice. No, so many good seasons of South Park. Can't go wrong, in my opinion. Trinity, the Trinity episode of Rick and Morty is great too. Yeah, that whole plan will keep Summer safe. Yeah, I mean, everyone. What's his name? But the dad in Rick and Morty is just so ridiculous. I don't know if it's season 1 where he's learning to golf and they have the Mr. Meeseeks. I don't know if you saw that one from Rick and Morty. It might be season 2. But that's another one.
I've got a bad memory when it comes to watching TV shows. So
I know they kind of blend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm impressed that I remember the Boob Planet, even though it's not really called that.
Right. You remembered that one. Now,
Yeah.
I think the very first episode, I could be wrong again, but the first episode is like it's about their dog and he like becomes a robot and can talk. But it kind of takes over. But anyway, that's our Rick and Morty chat.
Yeah.
See what else. I wanted to show this. Let's see. Do I know what I'm doing? I think.
We're wanting to show Best Buy or we're wanting to show Groove?
Can you see this?
No.
Oh, I got to add it to stage, duh. So the Event Horizon Steelbook is coming back in stock. They're doing a reprint. So that's cool. I know a lot of people missed out on Event Horizon. I'm just a huge fan of this movie. I did luckily pre-order this and get the Steelbook, but it is coming back out.
Yeah, I got that. I have that Steelbook.
And it looks like it's going to be released in March. So if you are looking for that Steelbook, that's coming out. Footloose is getting a 4K. Yep. That Steelbook looks really nice. I've never been a huge fan of that movie.
That reminds me of the Hackers still.
Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, I really like the design of the Steelbook. Obviously, you got the cassette and stuff. It's never been a big popular movie for me. I mean, it's a movie my mom loves, but not me particularly. And then also, if you held off on Beverly Hills Cop, they are coming out with the 3-movie collection, which looks pretty cool. Or you can just get the standalone Beverly Hills Cop 3 over here that's coming out. But I might get that 3-movie collection if it comes down in price, since I never picked any of them up. But
yeah, the third movie, I remember when it was when it was released that it had like a horrible crop job on it. It was like they almost released it in like a 4x3 mode.
Oh no.
They show there's like one scene where they show like at the end with both of them on the beach, you know, Eddie Murphy and like his girlfriend or whatever, and like half their bodies are cut off by the margins on either side. It's just like horribly edited.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah, that sucked. What were you gonna say?
I didn't know that was getting a 4K. That's got
Yeah, so I
art-
just yeah
still look.
yeah, so I just saw this the other day. I mentioned it on Chris's live stream. So Sony is doing this, and I think Jeff was mentioning that one of the 4Ks that he saw, or maybe it was Ghost in the Shell, you know, it doesn't have Dolby Vision or anything. And because this is coming from Sony, I have a lot better faith that this is going to be really good. I've never seen this movie, so I don't know if I'm picking it up, but it's an awesome looking steelbook. And like I said, Sony never disappoints on a 4K transfer. Of course, it's animated, so there's only so much you can do. But if you're a fan of that, I would be picking that up because that looks pretty good. I'm sure it's been mentioned. Everyone knows, but 7 is getting a 4K. I don't know where it went. It's right here.
What's in the box?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, they're doing like this big box set, but I don't need that. I love the movie, but I don't need that. I mean, if they come out with a cool steelbook, I'm for it. And if they don't, I guess I'll just get the slipcover edition. But I'm excited to see that come out. It's been I know everyone's been waiting on that one. Looks like Criterion announced their March releases today. All That Money Can Buy, To Die For, The Runner, Saint Omer, and All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. Never heard of any of those titles. Not saying any of them are bad, but none of them really sound interesting to me, but I'll have to check it out. Not a big Criterion guy, so.
That's something I've been hearing a lot on like the Facebook groups and stuff, is that a lot of people are getting the Mandalorian steelbooks, and they are having spine separation issues very similar to the one that you showed off, Reed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have held off. I do like The Mandalorian, especially the first 2 seasons. Season 3 is but if they ever came down in price, or if I got them for Christmas or something, I wouldn't be disappointed. But I haven't gotten myself to buy them.
I'm hoping it shows up someplace used or whatever.
Yeah,
because they don't come with digital codes, as far as I know.
yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You got the Prey Steelbook as well. Maybe you didn't, but I know that didn't come with the digital code. So
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when the creator comes out. Is that like, I've seen this movie and I want to pick it up, but maybe it's already out? I don't know. But this movie looks incredible. So I'm sure it's going to look even better in 4K. Really trippy movie. I feel like didn't get that much hype. And it's the guy who did Rogue One. So if you're a fan of Rogue One, it reminded me of Rogue One in some sense, the way it kind of looked, but I know this was on a very tight budget, and this movie looks better than most newer Marvel movies do. Looks a hell of a lot better than The Flash. So it's just crazy what some people can do with really small budgets, and then these other big studios that have unlimited budgets. Just the picture quality is just night and day. But yeah, if you haven't seen The Creator, highly recommend checking that one out. At least give it a watch. Tell me what you think. But I really like that one.
And also, I heard from Dave from the 4K Lowdown that the Man from Nowhere 4K and the Whale 4K are both at Best Buy for like $16.99.
You said The Whale?
Yeah, the Whale. It's
Brendan Fraser.
No, it's the horror movie or whatever.
The Wailing.
Oh, sorry, Wailing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, The Whale, I don't think that got a 4K release. It was just a Blu-ray. But yeah, The Wailing is that new. Well, it's not new, but it's a Japanese thriller horror movie or something that just got released.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that, so I can't really comment. But that's cool to see that it's that low of a price. And what was the other one that you mentioned?
Man from Nowhere.
Okay, so
the
that
Japanese
was.
cover, like martial arts or something.
I thought The Man from Nowhere was like part of that Hitchcock set. Maybe yeah, I must be wrong, but that's what I had thought. And then yeah, I've never seen Dark Man, but I do like that steelbook cover. It's a little hefty on price, but it is Shout Factory. I'll probably wait on that. Who knows? I might order it at some point, but it looks nice. But I haven't seen it. Maybe I'll have to check it out. I know a lot of people like it though. It's Sam Raimi. Got Liam Neeson, Francis McDermott. I mean, it looks like a good release. And this is it's like a superhero movie, right? So sounds
Dark
right
Man?
up my alley.
Have
Yeah.
you never seen Dark Man?
No.
Oh God, it's great. It's Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
It's really early on. I picked up the special edition Blu-ray, but I've got the DVD here too.
Okay.
But there is a special edition Blu-ray, and then they also have a set that comes with 2 and 3, and I would stay far away from 2 and 3.
Yeah, well, Liam Neeson isn't in 2 or 3, right? That's where it goes downhill quick.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I believe Neeson.
And the director, he's somebody famous. I can't.
Is he?
I think it's like, isn't it Sam Raimi?
Yeah, it's Sam Raimi for the first one. Yeah, I just saw that on Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that alone makes me want to definitely check it out. But I don't know if dropping $40 on something I haven't seen yet. I've done it before, but try not to do that every time.
Right.
He's saying Meeseeks was season 3. It's possible. I could be totally wrong. It's been a minute since I've seen those earlier seasons. What's up, Joel? Good to see you here, man. Saying hello to everyone.
Hey, Joel.
Forget you from Oregon. He comments on a lot of my videos, and yeah, I always appreciate it. We have a lot of the same taste as far as some of the hobbies we have. So, man, good to see you in here. Thanks for stopping by. We got Jared Runner. What's going on, Jared? Good to see you here as well. I think this is the first time I've seen you in one of my streams or commenting, so I appreciate it. I know him and Luke do streams all the time, live streams. Live streams. They do watch-alongs. They do a lot of Q&A. I try to pop over there where I can, but they have them all the time. But nice to see you, Jared. Hope you're doing well. Just pre-ordered that steelbook for Event Horizon. Hell yes. Yeah, man, I hope I didn't persuade you into that, but I know you're a big fan of Event Horizon too, and I know a lot of people missed out on it. It's a really cool steelbook. I know some people kind of get irked because is it the slipcover that has the hands on it? I don't know if you heard this, Caveman, but if you look at it, like the slipcover has like hands on it, and if you're not familiar with the film, I don't know, it just kind of gives it this like zombie feel, and that's not Event Horizon. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know. Some people are thrown off by it, but the steelbook itself is beautiful. It's that slipcase that it's in that kind of is like, why are all these hands? But other than that, yeah, love that movie.
Isn't that like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that supposed to be like a found footage horror film or whatever?
Event Horizon? No.
Okay.
It's like a sci-fi horror film. It's about a ship called the Event Horizon that goes missing. This search and rescue group, they find it kind of on the outreaches of some planet. It's like Neptune or Pluto. This is in the future, obviously. And they get on the ship. No one's there. They kind of figure out where the ship is gone, and the ship's alive. It's it gets pretty crazy from there. But Lawrence Fishburne's in it. Sam Neill's in it. It's got a great cast.
Yeah,
I can tell you,
but I've never.
dude. I don't know if it's the first horror movie. Some people wouldn't even call it horror, but for me, it was a horror movie. I watched that movie when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and it's terrified me. Like it
Right.
literally scared the shit out of me. It doesn't do that anymore, but there is some like horrific visuals in this movie of the past crew that you get glimpses of. But yeah, it's something. I'd call it a sci-fi horror for sure. The original pressing of Akira has a replacement disc. It was missing its HDR entirely. Like how do these? I don't know which company put out Akira. That's one I never picked up because it never had a slipcover, and it doesn't ever seem to go lower in price. It's always $15.99. But if that ever dropped to $10, I'd pick that up in a heartbeat. I haven't seen it, but I always hear Akira is one of
It's a
those.
great movie.
Yeah,
And
it's just
plus,
one of those.
you being involved with motorcycles, that
Yeah.
is that does there's that does take place in that quite a bit.
Yeah,
It kind
but
of reminds me a little bit of one of the John Wicks where John Wick is on the motorcycle
okay.
doing some of the fighting. Not that there's like a whole lot of fights on the motorcycle, but
Yeah. But to his point, saying that the HCR is like, I don't know what company it was, whether it's a big company or not. But either way, like, how do you not have a QA process? How does that,
right.
especially something that big, like just go unnoticed? But I mean, we see it with big companies. We see it with Scream Factory. They screw up stuff all the time, and then you're just like, whatever, live with
Yeah,
it. So at least they came out with a replacement disc. As much as
right.
that sucks, and I hate doing that, at least they went back and corrected it. Where Scream Factory, and I'm just using them as an example, but other companies
What
do it
always
too.
gets me is how you're supposed to prove that you have it. Like I bought that thing so long ago, and I never did submit for the replacement disc, and how the heck am I supposed to present a receipt that shows that I actually purchased the thing?
Exactly. It's funny. Not really funny. I just bring this up because my very first Criterion that I bought from Criterion directly. And it was when they announced their first 4Ks. I bought Citizen Kane. I pre-ordered it, and they not only did that need a replacement disc, but they also sent me the Blu-ray. I bought and pre-ordered the 4K, and they sent me the Blu-ray. And I was looking at the set like, which one's the 4K? Does it not say 4K on the disc? And they're like,
Right.
oh, look at the back. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, do you see Ultra HD anywhere? I was like, no. They're like, oh, we sent you the Blu-ray. I'm like, man, this is my very first purchase from you, and you screwed it up. And like, why would I ever buy from you again? And I see
Right.
it cheaper on Amazon.
Right.
And then it had a replacement disc anyway. I was just like,
Right.
man, they just struck out like twice for me. Like on the first order, I'm just not happy with Criterion right from the beginning. Great release, and it's a great movie, but I was not happy about that. But that makes more sense than just completely leaving the entire HDR out of the film.
Right.
How do you do that? Chris, I have not seen Paprika, either same director as Perfect Blue. Yeah, I've not seen a Paprika or Perfect Blue, but I know you guys were talking about it in your stream the other night. It sounded like it was kind of like a one-of-a-kind kind of slasher anime. Sounds interesting. I feel like Perfect Blue, maybe I'm wrong, but I think Perfect Blue is like a bigger name title than Paprika. Maybe we can.
Oh, it is. Blue is
Well,
definitely more popular than.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe we'll see a 4K of that. I don't understand why, like, some movies get the 4K treatment before others. Like, to me, Ninja Scroll is like the #1 anime movie of all time. That can be highly debated because I haven't watched very many animes, but that is an original, and like that one should be on 4K. Not that the Blu-ray is bad or anything, or the 4K is going to look any better, but if we're going to do all these other animes on 4K, let's do the most popular ones first. I don't know why we're doing random ones, but I know it's got to do with rights and all that kind of stuff. So just I would expect if we're getting Paprika, you would think Perfect Blue would be coming, unless
Have
there's some.
the Blu-ray steelbook of it.
I've seen that cover somewhere, so that looks familiar. Do you know if that's available on streaming somewhere? I bet it is. I need to check that out.
I found out.
Oh, didn't know that, Jeff. Yeah, I didn't know that either with the HDR missing. That Berserk anime is okay, but it's worth it for the story alone. That's another thing. It's one thing just the animation styles and stuff, but like the stories in a lot of these animes are just they kind of blow you away. You're not expecting it. It really is kind of comes out of nowhere. I have
Well,
quadruple dipped on a
like
few films. You
I
could read.
watched
Yeah, no worries.
I watched the Silent Voice, and I did a review on something rotten, and my God, that thing was just it was kind of it was disturbing to me because um, basically a deaf girl is getting picked on because she can't, she sounds funny when she talks and all this stuff,
Hmm.
and the guy who's picking on her, you know, all of a sudden he goes through like a depression route or whatever, and then but then he comes back and then he apologizes. But my only issue with it was is that never fucking happens in real life. But nobody fucking, I went through, I heard Gizmo talking about this on one of his recent videos he posted or whatever, but I got picked on a whole lot when I was growing up, and a lot because I didn't have a dad around and all this other stuff. So, you know, so I was like the brunt of a bunch of jokes, and then my name being what it is, it's you know rhymes with another word, and be shouting that at me going down the hallway in like 7th and 8th grade, and it just it anyways it just they never come back and apologize to you for it. It's just
Well,
but the things on AMC Plus or whatever.
see, I don't do too many streaming services. I have two. I guess I'll just bring it up since I plan on doing a video series at some point. I've just been so busy. I busy slash lazy. I have two streaming services, and that is Shutter. That to get me on the horror titles. There's so many horror titles I haven't seen, and they
Right.
have a bunch of classics on there. So I want to do a video series at some point in the new year, talking about first time watches of a lot of those movies. I just saw Reanimator. I just saw some classics that people have probably seen 100 times, but for me, it was just a first time watch. So Shutter is one, and then the other is Criterion.
Right.
I have like 7, 8, 4K Criterions. I love most of them. One of them I could care less about, but the price point. I'm sorry, like it just made more sense to get the Criterion streaming service than to pay for Criterion's during the sale. I paid $100 or roughly $100 for the year for Criterion. That equates to what? Four 4Ks of Criterion
Uh,
on sale
on sale 50% off.
without tax. Without tax, it's almost 8% here in California. So
Right.
add $5, or $3 to each title. Yeah, I mean, I can watch a movie a month on the streaming service. I try to watch one a week, but once a month, and that's 12 titles. And they have practically their entire library on that streaming service.
Plus
Yes.
they have stuff that is not
Yep.
really
Yeah. And
like French Connection, which
yep.
is an edited version.
Yeah. There is that, and I will. There is merit to that. But for me, it just made more sense to get the streaming service. So that way
Right.
I could actually watch some of these titles. And if I absolutely love one, well, then I can go pick it up on physical during a sale. But I don't like blind buying Criterion because a lot of those movies I haven't seen. There's like Dazed and Confused is one I want to get. I like that movie. If Fast Times at Ridgemont High comes out on 4K Criterion, that's a day one purchase for Spicoli. But
Right.
other than that, like I'm not gonna blind buy $25. And just to say, all the blind buys that I've done for Criterion, they've been winners, 90% of the time. But it just makes more sense to check them out on the streaming site first. You get a lot more bang for your buck. And like you said, they have more stuff than just Criterion. But what's also cool is they have a lot of the bonus features on the streaming site. So it's not like you're missing it. If you really
Right.
want to watch the film, you can watch it and then go through the bonus features. Not every release has all of the features, but most of them do. So I'm just trying it out to see if I'll renew it. I don't know, but I
Right.
like it so far, and it's enough. It's like $100 for the year. That just takes me out from buying any Criterion, and I can pick and choose what I really like. But I know some people love Criterion. They love blind buying. That's part of the whole thing with Criterion. You get to experience new films from different parts of the world, and I get it. But most of these movies are not really for me. Like I like to
Right.
enjoy. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, for me, a lot of the Criterion movies they're all depressing. Like not all of them, but most of them. They just
Right.
seem to be a very glim, and I don't know. I mean, not that's a bad thing. It just seems like that's the majority of their stuff, and some people love that. So anyway, there's a lot of great stuff on Criterion. Don't make me say that there isn't. Just it's not for
Right.
me.
There's that's something I've been wanting to try to figure out how to do for some time. Is like there's like a lot of streaming TV shows that I really do enjoy. Like Tulsa King, for one, to get a physical release. It's
Yes.
a great TV show if you haven't seen it. Um, and that's just something I don't feel like it's really talked about very much on YouTube or whatever. That's kind of why we tried to talk about Trigun, being an animated
Yeah.
and being a TV series or whatever. And again, including TV series in our stacks. So I know that the first episode was kind of lame or whatever. We have to pick what we're going to watch at first, and so that's why we didn't review any of the films because none of them have been picked yet.
Yeah.
So we'll come back in 2 weeks and we will give our thoughts on
Gotcha.
on each movie that we watched or that was chosen for us, and then we will replenish our stacks, and then we will go through the process again.
So I no, it makes sense now. I had just thought that you guys were coming to that first episode with the movie already. I know you doing a vote thing with the people in the chat to pick. I like that, but I just thought the first one you were just gonna pick one that you already had watched. That
Well,
you
that's
picked.
that's
Your
why we
first.
that's why we that's why we started off with Trigun,
Okay,
so we would have something we could talk and
got
have
you.
some
Okay,
type of intelligent conversation about.
that was just a little for me. Yeah, for me, I don't have stacks of movies that I haven't seen. Like when I get a
Right.
movie, I pop it in. Like I might have 4 or 5 titles I haven't seen, and that's these ones I literally just showed off because they showed up yesterday. Um,
Well, for me, I get a lot of I've got a lot of stuff that I find at pawn shops and whatnot that
yeah,
are $2 per Blu-ray,
yeah,
or
I need to
sometimes
do
less
more
than
of
that.
that. Yeah,
Sometimes less than that, and so that's just kind of try to go through that kind of stuff.
no,
Um,
absolutely.
and then I picked up all the Studio Ghibli still books because I really
Like
like Studio Ghibli because of Spirited Away really kind of spun the whole thing off for me. And,
is that the one you would recommend? I have seen zero of the Studio Ghibli.
Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle um,
Okay,
would be two that I would recommend. There's one that I would recommend, especially being kind of a because you do like mechanic kind of stuff too on your bikes and stuff, right?
yeah, well,
So
yeah,
there's one that I would highly recommend for you to check out if you can find it somewhere. In the States, it's only gotten a DVD release, but Umbrella actually has a Blu-ray release that I'd like to get sometime, and it's called Steam Boy, and it's kind of like it's kind of like almost punk-esque as far as but there's just like basically everything runs off. Everything in that world runs off of steam. So
Okay.
there's cogs and gears and all this kind of stuff that is an environment that you're working your way through. And it's a story about a boy who is kind of like doing an apprenticeship or whatever.
Okay. Huh.
So that would be one that, especially for somebody that's kind of mechanically inclined or whatever, to kind of dip your toe into it or whatever. But as far as like two that
Just working on stuff.
two Studio Ghibli's I would recommend, it would be Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, or the two top ones.
Oh, I always see Belle. Is that another one?
Yeah, Bella is good too.
Okay.
I watched that one for the first time just a few months ago. It was part of the Something Rotten stream.
Okay.
Belle is basically about a person who, it's kind of interesting. It's about a person who is um, kind of shy and withdrawn and all this stuff. And she goes out and she um, kind of creates an avatar for herself, and she sings with her avatar. And she's got like a tremendous voice, but she's hidden behind this avatar, and she runs into another. It's almost, it's a little bit like Beauty and the Beast in a
Oh,
way,
interesting.
because there's a character that's in there that is kind of dark and shrouded, and everybody has like a digital footprint that they're able to trace and find. And this one character, he pretty much looks like a kind of a beast character, but he's just kind of like beaten down and trodden and like been probably picked on his whole life or whatever. And he's just kind of like built up all these walls, and that's kind of manifested the image that he portrays to the world. And Belle uh, finds him and falls in love with him, and
Hmm.
kind of tries to rescue him, and he in turn tries to rescue her. And
Okay.
it kind of, it
How
deals with social media and stuff as well, because if you think
my
about it now,
favorite.
huh?
I said my favorite.
Well, I know, but
It is.
I'm just saying.
I know. I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm just trying to give you something to kind of latch onto to maybe drive your interest in it or whatever. I'm not sure if that's available streaming anywhere or not.
Just gonna go back to these comments real quick. Joel's saying yes, Oregon. Okay, so I was right about that. Napoleon will make a great rainy day watch, 2.5 hours long. Yeah, that's Ridley Scott, right? I've heard mixed things about it, but I'm still interested in checking it out. I did dig the trailer. I know some people aren't into trailers, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
I just heard it came up short in the box office. That's all.
You got the jokes, man. That's funny. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's one I want to check out. I also want to check out Godzilla Minus One. I was supposed to watch it last weekend and it fell through. I really do want to watch it in the theater. I hear that's the experience to have it. Yeah,
Bell is
okay.
on Max.
I don't have Max, but I'm sure I could find it on other means.
Yes.
Event Horizon is top tier horror. Yeah, I love it. Of course, I have an affinity to it because I grew up with it and I've seen it so many times. But I know some people aren't into it, but I'm glad you love it too, Chris. Because to me, it's a great film, and it's just different. It's not your typical sci-fi horror film. It's just a whole different aspect to it that you don't really see. Love Event Horizon. Hey, Miss Caveman loves it. There you go. You should watch it with her.
Yeah, I just kind of avoid horror. So like, I mean, if it's
There's
especially
just a little bit of
if
horror.
if it scarred you when you were a kid, I don't know if it's something I want to watch, but
Well, I mean, I watched it at 6. I can
want,
tell you, dude, no 6 or 7-year-old should be watching Event Horizon.
right.
Like, that's not a good not a good first movie.
But I mean, I do that some movies I do watch are technically considered horror, but I kind of consider them something else. But I like Identity. Identity is kind of considered a horror.
Yeah.
I like Interview with a Vampire. You know, that's a horror. But it's more of a love story, I guess. I don't know, but
I've never seen it, but
I like True Blood series.
never seen it. But yeah, it's a vampire. Have you seen 30 Days a Night?
No,
Oh, you're naming all these vampire films. You should watch 30 Days a Night. I mean, I guess it would be considered a horror film. I mean, it is, but
right.
that's a great one. Was originally brought out Streamline Pictures for the late great Carl Massix. Oh, okay, yeah, I did not know that. Interesting. Yes, Ninja Scroll is number one. All right, well, at least it's not just me. Like, I know, like I said, I've seen very few. I've seen Ghost in the Shell. I've seen Ninja Scroll, but I mean, as far as movies go, I mean, there's not too many. I mean, I still haven't seen Animatrix. I was going to put that on the other night. I need to check that out because I own it.
Right.
But yeah, there's so many. I've seen more anime shows than anime movies. I mentioned it in his stream. I don't know if it was posted or not, but the original Aeon Flux MTV show anime.
Yes,
I
yes,
love that show.
I love that
That
too.
would be another one if you guys
And
do anything on that.
that's also that art style is
Yeah.
there. Some in the Animatrix that
Oh,
is
is
that
it?
similar art style to that as well.
Yeah. Like if you guys ever do one on Aeon Flux, like I would like to be a part of that. I think there's only 3 seasons, but man, that was a great show. I've seen that a couple of times, but I don't have it on physical. But I would go and buy it. I think it's only on DVD, but I'd buy it for the stream just to make sure I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
one
have to look
that's always-
for it too because I don't have it, but I definitely would like it.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Of course, as soon as
I'm
we
gonna-
buy it, they'll come out with a Blu-ray.
Yeah. And
That's okay. That's okay.
then Ninja Scroll, we've talked about it. We mentioned it in the last stream. That hopefully we will. I kind of like the fact that we
I
came
think
to the show with the movie or with the TV series to talk
yeah,
about,
absolutely.
and to start off with. So if Chris is okay with that and Jeff is okay with doing that, then maybe we might get you on for.
Yeah, if not, it's all good either way. I'll definitely be there.
Well, I mean, we get you on for at least the first part of it for the discussion of
yeah,
that.
no, for sure. Either way, it's all good.
And then when it comes time for picking movies, and if you want to dip out, you can dip out, or if you want to stay, you can stay and
Absolutely.
help movies.
I just feel like for someone, I mean, I like anime, but I'm not the biggest anime person. I mean, Ninja Scroll was the first anime movie that I watched, and I thoroughly loved it, and I rave about it. And I think it's a great way to get more people into anime if they can watch that movie. I think it's a great gateway drug into anime if they see Ninja Scroll. I mean, there might be better ones for people who aren't anime fans, but that one always comes to mind. If any of my friends have never seen anime, that's the movie, that's the show I would point them to. Ninja Scroll every time. Watch Ninja Scroll.
That's
you don't like anime? Watch Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, that's why we start off with Trigun.
Yeah,
because that original series is a gateway.
Yep, that one too.
And
gotta find a way to watch Ninja Scroll. It's disappeared like a ninja. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a Blu-ray going around. You got to buy on eBay, but I know Chris has an awesome steelbook. I think he showed off a while back, but yeah, I don't have it on physical. But again, I could find a way to watch it, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah, it'd be nice to see 4K.
I have a Blu-ray somewhere, but
I've got Shudder as well and Amazon Prime. Yeah, I forgot. I do have Amazon Prime. I am a Prime member, but I don't ever go on the actual streaming site for whatever reason. I mean, I go I'll check it out once every year or so, and like, oh, they have this, cool, and then
there's a movie that they have on Prime that you may have never seen, and that's this one.
Yeah, I saw you talking. Didn't you talk about that one?
I talked about this on the High Five with Lowdown and
okay, that's right. That's right. that's another one I forgot. He mentions Crunchyroll. That's like an anime streaming site or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of that stuff. He's like, I checked Crunchyroll. Okay, so maybe it's not there. Yeah, I just checked the Blu-ray's out of print. Oh man, yeah. Spicy Cave. What's up, Cal?
Hey,
What's going on, man?
Cal.
Thanks for stopping by. Yep, we are in the Spicy Cave today, just chilling. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Good to see you. My favorite Superman.
Yeah, he's my favorite Superman. That's why he's just saying chat.
Is everyone saying hi to Cal? Bell is awesome. Okay, so that's 2 recommendations for Bell. John Doe, what up, man? Saying hey, Miss Caveman, Slasher Boy. Ninja Scroll was made by Madhouse Studios. Love 'em. Okay, I have to check out their other releases. I have Aeon Flux, absolutely. Yes, like I don't know why. That's just one that stands out to me. My roommates back in the day would always put on Aeon Flux, and it just got me into it. I've still yet to see the movie with Charlize Theron or whoever it is. I've heard it's nowhere near the show, and I'm like, I don't know if I should watch it or not. But because I don't know why I fell in love with that show. Maybe just because we watched it every day and it was just always on. But I always got a kick out of it.
It was okay, but it wasn't.
It's not mind blowing. It could be boring it could be boring for some people.
The live action removed some of the glamour of the.
Oh, did it?
Well, I mean, because they don't think that they can create the colors and everything that makes that Aeon Flux really, pop as far as visually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I got you. Why that did that? Oh well. All right. Well, that's pretty much the chat. I'm just gonna briefly show off some titles, physical media releases from some studios that I thought were their best releases of the year. Of course, I didn't buy everything, so I don't have much to go on. Scream Factory being one. I literally don't buy any Scream Factory. Probably bought 3 titles, but this one for sure is my favorite of the year so far. I've never seen this movie. Got turned on to this by Brad and the boys over there on Pops. They were talking top 5 anthology stories, and I know The Crate came up multiple times. It's a really cool story on here, but yeah, Creepshow, just a stacked disc, looks great in 4K. I'm sure there's probably better releases from Scream Factory, but for me, it was Creepshow all day. Probably seen this 5 times now.
Is that the same as the? I'm trying to. Was there a TV series that was?
So,
because I remember distinctly that there was an episode or something I saw where there was a family went out and grabbed a homeless man and brought him to their home and showered him with gifts and everything like that. And then it ended up that they were that they were going to cut his limbs off because the person that was there before had died and they wanted to continue receiving that income. So it was like at the end of it, the guy's going to get his legs cut off or whatever. That was like the scary part. That's the, remember, I don't know if that was even in that movie or if it was just on a TV series.
No. So I know there is a TV series. I believe it's a Shudder exclusive. I could be wrong, but there's like 3 seasons or something of Creepshow. I don't know if Cal's still here, but he's let me know in other streams that like that is really good. There's also like Creepshow 2, and I think there's a Creepshow 3 movie, but this is the original. This is the only one I think that's on 4K. All the others may have Blu-rays, but yeah, what you mentioned was not one of the stories on here. I think there's like 4 or 5 stories on here.
But there were this show was, because it sounds like this show is more recent, but this show
it is more recent.
This show had been on in like the 80s.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was Tales from the Crypt.
Maybe okay. I was like, there's also Tales from the Crypt. I know was back in the day, but I think the Creepshow is a lot newer because I see it advertised on Shudder a lot. I just haven't checked it out because I want to see the other Creepshow movies before I go into the TV show. But we already mentioned it, but this is my favorite Kino release of the year, just because of the transfer, not necessarily the movie, but just looks immaculate. If you don't have this, highly recommend. It's almost a reference quality disc, which is not something I would normally say. Usually Kinos, I mean, they do great work, but I wouldn't call them reference quality discs. But this looks absolutely incredible. As far as Arrow, again, I don't pick up everything Arrow, but my favorite like standard release that they did that's not like a big box set or anything is Mallrats. Um, this movie is so funny, and it's been so long since I had seen it, but just stacked full of special features. It looks great, and it's just a great movie, one that I can rewatch all the time. Some movies, they're not one-time watches, but you only watch them once in a while. This is one I can throw on anytime someone comes over. It's just great background, and there's so many great one-liners in it. I mean, it just goes on and on, but don't want to spend too much time on these. Kind of wrapping this up here, but this is the box set of the year from Arrow for me. I know a lot of people probably have Hellraiser as their number one. I did not get Hellraiser, but if I did, it probably would be. But this is going to be my number one from Arrow. It's the Psycho box set. Whether you love these movies or not, this set is just freaking awesome. I mean, all great quality discs, special features on everything, every movie. You get posters with every movie. There's a huge, like, 80-page booklet on anything you want to know Psycho. Yeah, this is awesome. So really happy with this collection. They knocked it out of the park. And this, I mean, I don't know what you think this was, but this is like $60. I mean,
Right.
4 movies on 4K plus the Blu-rays. I'm pretty sure. Maybe you don't get the Blu-ray. Maybe it is just the 4K. But
Well, if they're Blu-rays, they're probably region locked.
no, yeah, and which makes me think that they are just the 4Ks, because like I remember all the special features being on the same disc, which is surprising.
Right.
Psycho 3 and 4, some people love them. I could care less, but the first 2 are great. And then, so my giveaway, if you didn't comment on my video, I am doing a giveaway for this. But this is my Vinegar Syndrome release of the year. It came out in January. And to me, there was nothing else that I wanted to get from Vinegar Syndrome, but it's Sidekicks. This is just an awesome release. They started the year with a bang with this. And then, I know there's tons of, Gizmo included are huge fans of Vinegar Syndrome and love all the stuff they come out with. But for me, someone who's, I guess, a standard average watcher, this is the only one that even appealed to me since I grew up watching this movie. But just another awesome, whether you love or hate these movies, one thing Vinegar Syndrome is just perfect at is their packaging. It's really sturdy. It's beautiful. It's got the booklet. It's got the nice, soft, spongy slipcover, as some people would say.
Right.
But yeah, if you did not comment, if you were here in the live stream, please go to my videos and comment on my 1K subscriber giveaway. I am giving away a copy of this, brand freaking new. This is like a $40, $50 release. It might be sold out. It might not be, but all you got to do is comment. Comment anything. You could put literally dots. You don't even need to say anything. You don't even need to watch the video. Just comment. I want to get as many people part of that contest as possible. I don't know exactly when we'll be doing the live stream giveaway race, but it will be coming at the end of the year or early beginning of next year. So please do participate in that. We had 17 people in my Creep Show giveaway a couple months ago, so it'd be nice to get over that 17, but if not, oh well. But anyway, just wanted to hype that. Plus, it was my Vinegar Syndrome release of the year. Yeah, I just wanted to show this off too. I forgot this came out this year, but the big Superman.
Yeah, I got that.
You got this?
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Superman. Where's Cal? He's gonna hate me. I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I don't care for these other movies. The first 2 are great, but the other ones I hadn't seen, and I was just kind of like, eh. But this set is.
I'll tell you a piece of trivia about the 4th one.
Oh God, what?
Well, Christopher Reeve did not want to make the 4th movie. He wanted to do something more creative, and in order to get him to do the fourth movie, they agreed to fund another movie for him to do, and that movie was called Street People. And he basically plays a reporter that lies about a scoop, lies about like a big to do happening thing or whatever.
Interesting.
And so he plays like a real shady character, and it was actually a pretty good role for him. But that was how they got him to do Superman 4, was the promise of getting him to do Street People.
Interesting. I see. This is why I like doing live streams and just having a channel in general. Just learn so much stuff about movies I would never know. That's cool. So, what do you think of the fourth one? Are you a fan, or I like? Isn't Richard Pryor in it? I mean, he was.
Yeah, I think I
He's
mean
the comic.
it's it's stupid fun. I mean, if you can kind
Yeah,
of
turn your brain off.
just kind of enjoy it for what it is,
Yeah,
it this is what it is. But I do like the fact that now, I mean, they included 5 cases in that set. One
yeah,
case just has art cards in it or something, and the
yeah.
the 2 cuts of um, the Donner cut and the studio release cut of Superman 2 is in the same case. They share the same case,
Yeah, I know some people
although
don't like that.
the art is different on opposing sides.
Yeah, so it comes with this like certificate of authenticity.
Yeah,
They made 13,000. Yeah, I never opened this, and it looks like there's like
mine,
art.
mine
Yeah,
came from I ordered mine from the UK because I didn't know that they're going to do a US release. So
it's just like a.
that sucked because I missed out on like because they had digital codes that came with the US release.
Yeah, I still haven't even used my digital code. I forgot it was in here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it hasn't expired.
But
And it,
for
and it,
for
it comes with this.
for this, yeah,
It comes with an actual comic. I think it's the original '78 comic. The first one was based on.
right.
So that's cool.
But for this stream, and Reed doesn't even know about this,
Uh
but I opened up my John Wick set, and it actually had 2 sets of digital codes in there.
oh snap!
So here for everybody to grab is
Nice.
the digital code. So
Is that
pause
for?
pause the screen, and you can scan the barcode or whatever. But this is the Voodoo release for the first 3 films, John Wick 1 through 3.
Ah, it's nice of you, Caveman. Hell yeah! So that's first 3 John Wicks in 4K.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. Thanks, Caveman. Hopefully, someone let us know in the chat if you're still here. If someone was able to get that. If not,
Irregardless, I'm ripping it up. So because
so it's gone.
there was 2 in the set. So
Let me see here what we got. Creepshow TV series. Yep, Tobin Bell is in the first episode. Oh, cool. I love Tobin Bell as the Saw guy. So absolutely, Jigsaw. Creepshow was based on Stephen King short stories. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like one of the anthology stories in the original actually has Stephen King in it. He's like the main guy. It was a pretty weird one about plants, but yeah, him and Jorge. Nice. Yeah, cool. That's it on the chat. I mean, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show off. I don't know if you have anything else before we wrap up.
This what I opened up.
That was where the digital code. Oh, dude, I don't think I've ever seen the opening. It's like a book.
Yeah.
You gonna read it to us?
No, I'm not going to read it to you. I'm dyslexic, so it would take quite a while for me to do it. But then there's 3 movies that are stacked on top of one another.
Are you serious? In one steelbook? I thought there was like
No,
three.
no. There's 3 steelbooks.
Okay.
I
You scared me.
show all 3 of them, but what I'm trying to say is that you see
Oh,
that?
they're stacked on top of each other. They're not in the little grooves like the Superman set.
Yeah. So
Now they're nice looking steel books.
different colors. This has something to do with the whole society or whatever that they're in, like
Nice.
the crest or whatever. But
Yeah.
you got the pink one or fuchsia one or whatever, and just call it red, I guess, and then green.
Nice.
And then there was this. They're actually postcards.
They're postcards.
Yeah, they're
Interesting. Never seen that before.
kind of got on the back like. I only associate like the writing on the back of them like to be postcards, but it just says like line 8 on the back.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But you probably throw a stamp on this and send it. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got Cal Creepshow TV series, really good. Just got season 4 last week. Damn. Okay, so they still pumping them out. I have to check that out. I mean, I'm guessing they're all anthologies, so you don't need to watch the movies. But I don't know why. I just want to see Creepshow 2, and I don't think it's on Shudder. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to look that up to see if it is, because I'm sure the 4K is coming at some point, but it's probably later down next year sometime. So that's good to know, though. Creepshow, there's 4 seasons, and I think they're all on Shudder. So don't know how many episodes, but anyway. Well, that's cool. Thank you for giving away the digital code. I don't see anyone in the chat mentioning that they got it, so I don't know if someone took it or not, but hopefully they did.
Well, maybe somebody on the replay or whatever.
Exactly. I was like, yeah, it'll be on the channel. I'm not Brad. I'm not just going to delete the live stream right away, so you can't watch it if you weren't a part of it. But we'll keep it up there so someone can get it if no one's seen it. What do we got here? Creepshow 2 is cool. First movie is meh. Oh, hell no. Dude, the first movie was awesome. I love that. What code?
Just so anybody that's watching this on the replay, unless we pull up a comment that shows that somebody took the code or whatever, you're gonna have to rewind it, Kyle.
Yeah, I was gonna say he already ripped it up. He ripped it up, but go back like 5-10 minutes. He gave away John Wick 1 through 3 on 4K. It was all one code, part of the set. I'm reading Brian's comment and laughing. That's why. Sorry. Great stream, fellas. I'm not going to delete it. I don't know why he does that. Like, hey, if you can't make the live stream, basically, F you, you don't get to watch it. I don't know what that's all about, but I just give him shit for that. But I know a lot of people can't watch the stream at the exact same time you do it, especially if you're someone like me and don't advertise it and don't plan it at all. There's no way to know when I'm going to stream. So I will keep it up there for anyone who wants to get the code, but just keep it up there anyway because I'm not Brad.
And if anybody in the chat that's here that hasn't subscribed to me already, if you
I'm terrible at doing that. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to Caveman if you haven't already. He's got a great channel. He's on a lot of live streams. So yeah, we definitely appreciate that. 1.5 stories was good in Creepshow. Come on, Reed. Okay, well, that one was definitely the crate. I don't know what the other half was. I like the Leslie Nielsen one at the beach. I don't care for the Stephen King one with the plants. I'm trying to think what the other one was, but 1.5. Come on, man. Come on. Just laughing at Brian. Yeah. I have all the Creepshow season Blu-ray sets. They're awesome. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to check them out. I think they're all on Shudder, like I said earlier. So try and check those out when I can. Yeah, I love the show or the movie. So
That's somebody you could probably do a live. If you watch the shows, you probably do a live stream with.
yeah, it's true.
Ryan.
If I could watch them all.
Yeah.
I like the Creep Show series. So everyone's liking the Creep Show series. So I'm glad to hear that the show isn't like total garbage. I know sometimes they do that kind of stuff and just put out a shit product, but it's nice to hear that there's a lot of love for the show. So makes me want to see it. And I mean, the more and more they kept talking about the stories in the movie, I mean, I had no inkling to buy that 4K at all from Scream Factory, but watching their stream, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. they sold me on it. So Joel, I'm watching the stream while at work. Nice, man. Hopefully you don't get in trouble or anything. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, everyone. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you don't have anything, do you have anything coming, Caveman? Do you have any streams? I don't. You know, you know me.
Sunday I'll be on Gizmos.
Okay, Rotten Tomatoes.
Brian.
Rotten Tomatoes. Something rotten in my collection.
Yeah.
Is that that's at 4:00 Pacific, 7 Eastern, or something, or a little after? Yeah,
it's usually right around. It's usually like 7:10 or whatever. I don't understand.
Okay.
7:10.
I'll be there, man. You said Brian's going to be on that one? I know he's sometimes there, sometimes not.
Well, he's just moved, so he can tell us in the chat whether he's going to be there or not. But he's.
Oh, that's right.
He's just moved, so I think it's going to be like the debut of his new movie room.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Well, that's worth the price of admission alone.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you're not subscribed to Gizmo Video, go subscribe to him, and then you'll get the notifications for when he does this kind of stuff. And
yeah, absolutely. Go subscribe to Gizmo. He's got an awesome channel. He's an awesome dude. So a lot of awesome content. So,
he's actually like a real life director, and
I know.
Films. He's actually acted in some films that may not be all that great, from what I understand, but you know, there's other people in the community that's acted in films that are questionable too. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's cool. Oh man, I just see this guy come in the chat, Mellow Mutant. What's up, dude? I know he was in my first live stream as well, not too long ago. Well, my first live stream by myself. I know he's got a wrench as well. What's going on, man? You basically missed it. This was just an impromptu stream, but catch the replay if you want. There's a free digital code giveaway about 10 minutes back if you're interested in that. But yeah, we've just been shooting the shit, talking physical media, showed some things off, showed some of my favorite releases of the year, just kind of winged it as usual. But man, I wish you were here earlier. But yeah, definitely catch the replay if you want to check out anything else. But good to see you here. Yeah. Better late than never. And just go through these last, saying hi to Mellos, up to all these people. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Always supporting, saying hi to Chris. This is why I love these streams, because I get exposure to new cool creators. Yeah, man, absolutely. Subscribe to Caveman if you aren't already. You've been awesome. So appreciate it. Yeah, new to me. Yeah, I'm right there with you. What has Brian got? Room is still a little under construction, but it'll look cool regardless. Hell yeah. Excited to see it, man. I'm sure it's you've been waiting to show it off, at least partly, right? It's moving always sucks, especially when you got a huge collection like you do, man. Like, not many people rival you, so I can only imagine the undertaking it took to take all that down and put it back up.
Their last video I really enjoyed, where they went through like their big haul for Black Friday and everything.
Oh, and yeah.
But they were doing their last stream from their old movie room, and the room was bare, and all they had was their logo on the wall in the background that some subscriber or something like that had created for them.
Oh, that's awesome. I think I've seen that.
Brian can correct me on any of this stuff in the chat. But it was, you know, really kind of eerie and sad at the same time, because it was like echoey, because, you know, all the movies are gone, but you know, Coco was there with them, and I really think she needs to change her channel name to just Coco 2.
Right. Yeah.
But she mentioned that they handled all the packing of all the physical media. That nobody, no movers or nothing like that,
Dude,
touched any of that stuff.
hey,
So
like I would have been not that I would have paid for it, but I wouldn't trust anyone with that. Like I just know they ain't gonna handle it the same way I would handle it. Like if anyone's gonna drop my physical media collection, it's gonna be me, not someone else that I'm paying way too much money to move my shit for. Like,
right.
yeah, I would have done the same thing. I don't know if that was the same reasoning, but for me, I would have been like, nah, no, you ain't
I
touching
think
steel
I think
books.
she said something kind of funny that they hired like the college movers or the I don't know like college hunks or whatever.
Yeah. I've heard of something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. To do the moving for them or whatever. So I know it's a big thing in Florida.
What do we got? Just yeah, subscriber made it for us, and now her and her family are convention friends every time we go to. That's awesome. That's sick. See, that's just the kind of stuff that happens, like being a creator. Like I don't have any fans making me anything, but I've just met so many cool people, learned so much about
Did get
media.
some slipcovers sent to you.
Exactly. Like that dude sent me some Kino slip covers that some people who pre-ordered the good and the bad and the ugly didn't even get. So
Right.
I'm still amazed I was able to get those slip covers. So I not to say that I haven't had anything sent to me. I haven't had anyone make something for me
Right.
like their logo, which is super cool. I think I have seen that in one of their videos. So that's awesome. And now they go to a convention together. So they live close by or something. That's cool. That's what's so sick about the community. You just never know what's going to happen. Even with all the hate and shit that you get, like there's a
Right.
lot more love over it. And even if there is, it's just like, fuck you, man. I don't know who you are. You're a keyboard warrior. Whoop de doo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome, right? Yeah,
Some kind
dude.
of troll
Super
or
sick.
whatever.
I didn't let the movers touch any of our movies. No, you see, I would have been the exact same way. Like you can move all the big stuff. You can move the bed, all the expensive appliances, but you ain't touching my movies. That's exactly how I would have been, like for sure.
Because they'd just be taking your steelbooks and just.
Oh yeah. What are you tossing? Oh, just those stupid steel things you got.
Yeah.
Moving is a blessing and a curse. Yeah, it is. It's always nice having, be going to a new spot and kind of changing things to what you want it to be. But yeah, it's always just a daunting task depending on how much crap you have to bring. But also it's refreshing because you can get rid of a lot of stuff too that you probably wouldn't have. But it's always like a new, refreshing, new start.
Well,
kind of.
you heard about what happened to what's Johnny watching, didn't you?
No.
Johnny
Who?
on his, he's actually moving. He's actually in the process of moving, and he
No,
took
is he?
yeah, and he took like 5 or 6 4K criterions, and he put them in a Goodwill box.
Oh, that was nice.
Mistakenly, he did it, and
mistakenly, not as okay. I was like, damn, that was nice.
So they got sent off to Goodwill, and he tried to go back there or whatever and try to get them back or whatever, but they were already gone, probably from people who worked there or whatever. And so he part of his criterion haul was he had to go back and rebuy like those 5 movies, which is like $125 or whatever.
So, I mean, he mistakenly put him in there, or did like one of the movers put him in? I don't understand.
No, he was packing stuff up, and from what I understand, somehow it got put in the wrong box mistakenly, and
Gotcha.
that box got grabbed to take to the grabbed to be taken to the Goodwill.
All right. Well, okay. That makes sense. That sucks. What is that? That's $100. What?
Got them on sale or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I'll say to that is at least they're not like sold out, Vinegar Syndrome titles or something.
Right.
Like there's no Criterion 4K you can't just rebuy. But if it was like something that you can't get anymore, you have to pay $200 for, I'd be losing my mind.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
hey, someone at good. I screwed up, and someone at Goodwill got a killer deal on some criterions, other than like, oh yeah, I just gave away like all these limited slip covers for Vinegar Syndrome that people are paying $40-$50 for each.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
dang it! Or a steelbook that's out of print that's sold out. Like, yeah. Either way, that really sucks. But I'm sure he learned something, didn't he?
Yeah.
in a really bad way, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. That's not a huge loss. It's not like the good and the bad. Exactly. Like if I accidentally put in the good, the bad, and the ugly with the slip, and like that To Live and Die in LA with the slip, oh man, I don't know what I would do. But
Right.
yeah, those are ones that I've spent way too much money on slip covers for. Like, God, yeah, that one hurt. Or if it's like a Vinegar Syndrome title, if you're really into those, like Brian, I could only imagine you losing your
Yeah.
freaking mind on something like that. But anyway, thank you guys for sticking around, chatting with us, shooting the shit. Like and subscribe to Caveman if you haven't already. Hope to catch you guys in another live stream some point. Definitely going to be doing more of these now that I actually have some good internets that aren't from Walmart. I always joke about that, but just it's so funny living out in the boonies in the middle of nowhere, just how long it takes for fiber to get to you. But hope everyone has a good night. There's a ton of good streams on. I'm going to reference Pop's Movie Dungeon again. They're doing a huge stream at 7:30 Pacific. Top 5 physical media releases. I'm sure there'll be a ton of guests, so definitely check that out. And then I know Sean might be doing a watch along with some movie later on. But if I don't see you guys, Brian, if you're at the Something Rotten, I'll see you on Sunday. Mellow Mutant, hope everyone has a good night. Chris, everyone who was in the stream, Holland, Brad, all you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you later. Peace out.
Thank you guys.